What is going on, Headliner Nation? Week 3 is here. Week 3 already of the fantasy football season, and we're going strong. We're enjoying it. We're having fun, and everybody's hurt at this point. That's something we'll kind of touch on here in a little bit, talking about some injuries tonight, helping people set some lineups. We're talking about some rankings, start-sit questions. Kyle, we're just going to talk to the community once again here for a couple hours.
We're hanging out. We're chilling, having a good time, doing our thing. Love it.
Yeah, I mean, just hanging out with the peeps tonight. I mean, we got a lot of questions. The chat is already a little crazy. It's already going crazy. Already 300 people in here. We're going to give people a few minutes to come in. Right off the bat, though, before we get into it, I want to shout out somebody who's been a member of Headliner Nation for a while. Kent Deichel is his name, and he follows us on Twitter. He's always in the chats. Had his mom pass away this week, and we just want to send out our condolences to that. Her name was Paula. She knew how much he loved fantasy football, and we wanted to make sure we took a quick second here at the start of the show to recognize that and shout him out also. Yep,
thinking of you and your family, Steve and Paula. Rest in peace. Thanks so much for being a supporter, guys. Appreciate it.
Absolutely appreciate that. Now, we're going to get into a bunch of stuff tonight also, and maybe you've checked out our Instagram here earlier in the week. We kind of have a community let it flow in our Instagram stories now where you guys can vote on some difficult start-sit questions. Maybe like a who would you choose? A lot of votes coming in this week, and we're going to start doing that every week. So if you're interested, head over to Instagram and vote on those now. Kyle, should we head in to the chat? Because the chat is popping already.
I called it the Headliners Club earlier today. I feel like this is something that we should adopt.
I mean, if the people like it.
What do you think? What do you think, peeps? Live shows, instead of calling it the chat, we're going to call it the Headliners Club. What do you think? Let us know, chat.
I'm down.
I was thinking you'd be a lot more excited about that.
But I haven't been to a club in a long time, Kyle.
Oh, baby. I'm at the club every single night. Okay?
The club?
The club. That's what I like to call it.
Wow.
It's called my house.
You are too old to call it the club. Anyway. All right, let's get in here. Let's see what we got going on today. The first one, Frankie. Frankie, we see you out there. We appreciate you. He says, thanks for all you guys do. Half-point PPR, David Montgomery, Julian Edelman, or Funchess. Well, we know it's not Funchess. I think he just wants to hear the hashtag never Funchess, but it's really going to be between Montgomery and Edelman. I don't dislike Edelman this week. However, when it comes down to who do I choose, if there's ever a question, 9 times out of 10, I'm going with the running back if it's a good situation, which this week should be for David Montgomery. So that's going to be my choice.
David Montgomery for me as well. I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat. They're liking the Headliners Club.
The Headliners Club?
The Headliners
Do we need
Club.
like a banner or a shirt or something for the Headliners Club?
Did I just come up with another shirt idea on stream?
If you did, Taylor's probably pissed at you.
Your boy is on fire. Okay, that's like what, 4 this year?
Yeah, I mean, all you do is come up with shirt ideas, and yeah, Taylor's got to do all the work. Taylor
Chris, there's no champagne club.
Taylor made his YouTube show debut this week.
He did a good job too.
He did a great job. Everybody give Taylor a quick shout out too. He does so much behind the scenes. Had to get him into a video.
He's far more professional than we are too.
He's way more professional than we are. Way more professional. Ivan Flores, appreciate you out there, says, who should I start? Singletary, Ronald Jones, or Devonta Freeman? Well, for me, with no Zach Moss, I'm going Devin Singletary. We know that Ronald Jones is going to be sharing with Leonard Fournette, and Devonta Freeman, his first week in football here this year. Saquon Barkley struggled behind that line at times, did not look great. I don't expect a whole lot from Devonta Freeman, plus Dion Lewis still there. I'm rolling with Devin Singletary. What about you, Kyle?
Love me some Devin Singletary. It is against the Rams, so it's not like the best matchup in the world, but dude's going to get a ton of volume.
Yeah. 100%.
And not only that, but he's going to have people deep down the field. He's going to have some open room to wiggle around in.
Wow. He's going deep and wiggling. There's Chris Kennedy showing us the headliner champagne room. No, Chris, we're not doing that. We're not going that far.
Did we get Jaeger Adams' question? Picking 2.5 PPR, CEH, McKinnon, and James Conner?
Not yet, no.
All right, we're going to get that one right now. It is CEH and James Conner for me.
Yes, okay. It is. But I like Jerick McKinnon this week. I think he has some sneaky value. The only reason I'm going with Conner is because I think I think that there's a little bit more of a split this week with Jeff Wilson Jr. in San Francisco with Jerick McKinnon. It would not surprise me if Wilson gets more touches, McKinnon more effective with his touches, though. But there'll be that split. I don't mind Connor and CEH there also.
Yeah, I don't mind JMC this week. However, I don't want to start him over like workhorse type stud running backs. So, but I like the analysis there, Crispy. I appreciate it.
I'm not crispy this week. I got no burn. Is that already happening?
I don't know.
Oh, I have no burn today. There was no youth soccer. We had rain this weekend, so I am good to go.
I don't know if they're already giving you a hard time.
They're not.
On 99, I need 2 of 3 players in a half-point PPR. Are we rolling with Mike Davis, Sanders, or McKinnon? If it's 2 of 3, give me some Sanders and McKinnon.
Yeah, I'm not all aboard the Mike Davis train.
I'm not either.
I'm not entirely convinced that he's just going to like take over the role. They brought back up Reggie Bonifan. I don't know exactly how to say his last name. But it's not just going to be that Mike Davis is now Christian McCaffrey. It's just not going to happen.
Well, I did a video on Patreon a couple days ago breaking down Curtis Samuel's college tape and showing everybody that, look, this is a guy that played running back in college, was quite successful. Could see him out there a little bit. Then their OC even said that they want to try and get him into the game plan a little bit more. Ivan Flores, who should I start? Singletary, say no to Rojo, or Freeman. That's Singletary for me again.
100% Singletary. That's the one we talked about earlier.
Corvette Foster, 40. What's going on, Corvette Foster? Starting Galladay and Deontay, but I need to pick one for the PPR flex. John Brown, Fuller, or D-Jax. That one's a little bit tougher for me. Fuller's not showing up on the injury report. Yeah, so I would be okay starting him over D-Jax and John Brown. If you want to be a little bit safer, then go with Deshaun Jackson. But I think Fuller's got a little bit more upside.
He's got the higher upside, but he's also got the Baltimore defense to worry about, which is a problem. It's really boom or bust for Will Fuller, in my opinion. I mean, he's either going to help you, lead you to victory this week, or he's going to get you like 2 points. D-Jax, I don't hate. John Brown has been somewhat effective in a lower targeted role with Stephon Diggs there now, so I don't hate John Brown. If it's me, I may lean towards John Brown a hair, but not by much.
Just by a snippet. Anna says, hashtag always crispy.
Hashtag not crispy right now.
Rico Phoenix. Should I start Mixon or Chubb in a full PPR as my RB3? As much as I love Mixon, I'll go Chubb still here.
Yeah. This is, I talked about it a few times. It would not surprise me to see them get Joe Mixon more involved going forward, because if the Bengals want to win anything this year, they can't rely on Joe Burrow throwing 50 times a game for 16 weeks.
Yep.
They're not going to be in the win column very often. They're going to have to get the run game going. I expect it to start a little bit more this week, but Nick Chubb just too safe in my opinion. Got to go with Chubb.
Because he's going to have Ben Roethlisberger elbow in the next 10 weeks.
Yeah, basically.
Eric Schrader needs 2 wide receivers and a flex. Boyd, Lamb, Marvin Jones Jr., Gage, McKinnon, and Kelly. Well, my 2 wide receivers are going to be Boyd and Gage. And then for the flex, your McKinnon may be a little bit more upside, but Kelly has such an awesome matchup, and he's been getting so much volume. I'm running with Kelly there.
I'm probably thinking that Kelly's safer. I mean, he's touching the ball 18 times a week. He gets a matchup against the Panthers, who I could run. I can't even run 100 yards, probably without stopping like 3 or 4 times, but I could run for 100 yards against the Panthers. Like, just give me the ball in the backfield. I can plow my way through that defense.
Kaveh Fath. Been waiting for this live stream all week. Same for us. Every time we get done on Saturday, I get excited for the next one. Full PPR flex spot. Bobby Trees, Alan Lazard, MVS, Russell Gage, or Jonnu Money Smith. Thank you. In the flex, if Julio is out, give me a little Russell Gage. If Julio's not out, even though I've got Bobby Trees as a sit, I will still go with Bobby Trees there, just because I think even though his ceiling isn't anywhere near Lazard, MVS, or Gage, I still think he's the guy that could see the most targets, making him probably the safer one of them.
Yeah, and I mean, even if Julio does play, I have to think he's a little bit of a decoy, and it still doesn't hurt Russell Gage as much. I think I lean towards Russell Gage, but it's close. After that, I mean, we know that Devonta Adams, doubtful, probably not going to play, so that bumps up Lazard and MVS, but Yeah, I don't know if you can go that far down the list and you just roll with Bobby Trees, and hopefully they can move him around the offense a little bit and try to avoid Tre'Davious White.
All right, Frank D wants to know, he's picking one quarterback: Tannehill, Wentz, Goff, Burrows, or Herbay?
Herbay? Oh man, it's hard to go against Ryan Tannehill right now. I mean, even without AJ Brown, he looked pretty good last week. Still, I mean, they just start utilizing different weapons, right? Adam Humphries, Jonnu Smith, Corey Davis getting some play out there. So I probably still lean Tannehill as being the safer option. If I wanted to gamble a little bit, Herbert, I think, doesn't have to throw a whole lot the second half. I think they rely on the run. Burrow, we just talked about 50 times a game. So it's kind of a toss-up. I'd probably go Tannehill, and then after that, probably lean towards Burrow.
Yep, absolutely. And just to remind the chat real quick, two things. Number one, we're going to get to all the super chats. We're going to get to the Headliners Club and answer your questions there as well. Don't worry. Stick around. We get a lot of them, so it's going to take us a few minutes to get through. Okay, stick around. We'll go as quickly as we can. All right. Also, we're at 196 likes now, people, but there's 1,040 of you watching. Okay, so I'm going to need you to go hit that like button, because when we get to, we're going to up the ante, 900 likes this week. 900 likes, we're going to let it flow. All right. And it is the gosh heckin' best segment in the fantasy sports industry today.
The hell is gosh heckin'?
Okay.
That's like super G rated.
That's my, yeah.
You've been hanging around the kids too much this weekend.
That's my out in the woods.
That's right.
Right there.
That's right.
That's how I talk when I'm hunting deer in my stand. That's weird.
Right.
I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Yeah.
Go Googa Goo. What?
We'll call it Googa Goo.
Do you see the name there?
Googa Goo. That's what we're calling it.
Okay. Should I trade AJ Brown for Jonathan Taylor in a PPR? Yes, please. Do it right now. Go get yourself some AJ Taylor. Or nope. Jonathan Taylor. Go get yourself some Jonathan Taylor. Okay. Then go to your bedroom, shut the door, get the Kleenex, get the. Well, never mind. Anyway.
You go from your super G rated to that. Like that was like a. I don't understand. Like that escalated
Bishop
way too quickly.
Favorites. Hey, fellas. Standard League. Watson or Rodgers? Rodgers, right?
Rodgers.
Let's roll with Rodgers. And pick 2, Melvin Gordon, Joshua Kelly, or Gurley. I'll take Gordon and Kelly. What about you, Jake?
Kelly is a must. Gurley's got a difficult matchup. The only thing that worries me with Melvin Gordon is there's no Drew Lock, there's no Cortland Sutton, so what's going to stop the defense from just focusing on the run and trying to take away Melvin Gordon? That's my biggest issue with him. Going up against Tampa Bay, I'll probably lean towards Kelly and Gurley if Julio sits. If Julio plays, I'll go Gordon Kelly.
There you go. Christian Alexander, Julio Jones, Josh Kelly, or Tyler Boyd in the flex. Please, if you're wanting to be safe with it, Josh Kelly's the pick.
Yep, he's the safest one because even if Julio comes out and say, yep, he's going to be good to go, he's going to play. We just mentioned he's the best decoy in the NFL, and he's been known to be a decoy in the past. So Josh Kelly's the safest option.
I will say this, even as a decoy, he could still be a top 10 wide receiver.
He's probably one of the only people on earth that could do that.
Robbie Tenay, or maybe it's Tennant. Everything, I'm just going to be like super, super classy tonight. Everything is going to be French.
It's one of those.
Robbie Tenay, Kelly or Singletary in a PPR. Since it's PPR, I'll go with Singletary because he's going to get passing game work.
Yep, I'll lean towards Singletary in a PPR.
And I just lost my spot. Hold on. Wait.
Jordan Thompson, it's right below the video. It looks like this.
Got it. John Trubisky's. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, Jonathan.
Good evening,
John. See, I was being super classy there. I have a happy problem.
John. Listen, John.
Whoa, John.
Not the place, John. Not the place.
John, I don't know. In a full PPR, I need 2 for the flex. Bobby Trees, Jerick McKinnon, or Joshua Kelly. Definitely Joshua Kelly again. I probably still roll with Bobby Trees, even though I don't love the matchup. I just feel like if you sit Bobby Trees and you lose because you tried to play JMC and got a little too crazy with it, you're going to be super upset Monday morning.
Yeah, you'd be pissed at yourself. 100% you'd be pissed at yourself. I still think the floor is probably a little bit safer for McKinnon, but the ceiling's still higher for Robert Woods. So I'd probably go Woods and Kelly.
Don't forget 900 likes and we're going to let it flow. So hit that like button. James Euler, Jonathan Taylor, and Deontay Johnson for Ridley. Johnson is my wide receiver 4. Taylor is my flex. I would not. I'm going to keep
close.
Taylor and Johnson.
Not even. I declined that before I even finished reading it. Once I see the name Jonathan Taylor, there's not another top 10 back in that. I'm not even thinking about it.
All right. Somebody just spammed the chat that Josh Jacobs is out. That's not right. Is it?
Not unless it just happened.
Is that okay? First off, if you're spamming the chat with you, that information is not correct. Stop it. Number 1. Number 2, can anyone confirm before we go on? I feel like we need to know this. Ethan probably would have said something by now.
Yeah. I don't see anything in there yet.
And nobody in the chat is saying anything.
Yeah. Nope. No, there's no ruled out for Josh Jacobs. Somebody's playing with emotions right here.
Okay, stop it.
Yes.
All right, I'm saying no, and he's fine. Thank you, Headliner Nation.
That's what I thought. Some people scaring us, thinking we're missing something as we're here live. No, not the case.
Whew. You know how I love some good breaking news. Okay, my pecs got pretty stiff there for a second. Ing the Gamer, Marvin Jones, Slayton, or Golden Tate in a full PPR for the flex. Give me some of that Slayton this week.
100%. I love Slayton this week.
Lorenzo Sanders. How worried about... Oh, here's a Jacobs question. How worried are you about Jacobs or Waller playing tomorrow? I'm not super worried about it right now. I mean, they played on Monday night, so they probably got a little bit of an extra day of rest. That's why they weren't practicing. Yeah, probably a little banged up, but I think they are good. LeBron James, if I see you try to spam one more time that he is out, I am blocking you.
Yeah, we will straight kick you.
You'll be gone to the curb. Anyway, I'm not worried about it. I think they both play.
Yeah, same here. As of right now, I'm not overly worried about it.
Anna says hashtag. Oh, I called her Anna. Anna, I'm sorry. Anna, hashtag always crispy.
That's right.
Stevie Nines need a running back too between Gibson, Kelly, and Singletary in a standard league. Since it's standard, I'll roll with Kelly over Singletary in a standard.
Yep, same here. I like the touches he's going to get.
Robert Williams. Start 2 wide receivers. Kenny G, Bobby Trees, Calvin Ridley, yes. Deontay Johnson. To me, Calvin Ridley, I'll roll with Deontay Johnson over Kenny G and Bobby Trees just to be safe. I think that's still a safe start. With me, I'm a little bit worried about Kenny G this weekend.
Kenny G coming out and saying that he's not 100%. Very rarely do you see athletes come out and say that. They're the ones that are always, they want to get on the field, right? They're like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'll be out there. Him saying that raises more red flags than anything else. So I have to agree. I think the safest options there are Ridley and Deontay Johnson.
All right. So then leftovers. We need to flex one from the leftovers or Todd Gurley or Leonard Fournette. I think I roll with Leonard Fournette there.
I think I do too. I think he's probably the next safer option for the flex.
Jeremy Karan. Pick one. T.Y. Hilton, Allen Robinson, C.D. Lamb in a PPR. That's Allen Robinson because he's my wide receiver too this week. That's right.
That's bold. That is bold. But he is probably the highest rated out of those ones there. Even though I do think all three of them have a chance of having a pretty solid game this week, Allen Robinson's the highest.
RC Productions. Sup, fellas. Sup, RC.
Sup?
I'm 0-2. I'm sorry to hear that. You do need a win. We're going to get you one. 2 flex spots. Montgomery, Slayton, Lazard, Corey Davis, Lamb, or Jonnu Smith. Thanks. Ugh. Thank you.
Thanks.
It's Montgomery and Slayton for me.
Yep, the first two he listed right there, Montgomery and Slayton, the two best options you got.
Michael Sepulveda. He throws out a donut. Thank you so much,
Sepulveda.
Sepulveda. Sepulveda. Colin Dugan. Edelman, Ingram, or Fuller for the flex and a full PPR. I'll go Edelman for the full PPR there.
Full PPR. Give me. Somebody said something in the comment section earlier. Edeltron, they called him. I don't know if I can go that far, but
Edeltron. I saw that.
I like Edelman. I mean, I think he can rack it up in some PPR leagues.
No. Will Taylor, start 2. Woods, Cup, or Edelman. I will. If this is a full PPR, I'll go Cup and Edelman here.
So would I. Agreed.
Adam, we're like right here tonight.
We're like attached mentally.
Whew.
which is not good. This is not a place I want to be very often.
You don't want to be in Swag Rich's head?
Not very much.
Adam Stratton wants to know. He needs 2.5 PPR, Hunt, Montgomery, or David Johnson. I'll go with David Johnson and Hunt. Definitely Hunt for me. Do we go Montgomery over DJ? Okay.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
David Johnson's going to struggle going up against the Baltimore defense. We saw it last week against Pittsburgh. I expect a little bit more of the same this week against Baltimore. Excuse me, vice versa. That's Baltimore this week, Pittsburgh this week.
Yeah, I've got David Montgomery like 3 spots ahead of him. Yep. I had James Robinson at 18. That was still too low.
Yeah, I had him, I think, at 15, but that was also too low.
All right, there we go. Adam, got you taken care of. What? 999T. 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a flex. We've got Jonathan Taylor. Yes. We've got CEH.
Yes.
Okay, we need 2 wide receivers. Ridley. Yes. Godwin. Yes. Okay, now here's the part where we need to find ourselves a flex. Chris Carson, Leonard Fournette, Diggs, and Woods. Diggs and Woods is out. I'm going to go Carson or Fournette. Which one, Jake?
I got to go Carson. Seattle going up against the Dallas defense. I'm going Carson and his involvement in the passing game now.
Absolutely. Corvette Foster 40 back with another question. I'm going to start calling them CF40. 40.
CF40.
40. Hey, guys, start Browns, Cardinals, or Eagles defensive special teams. Definitely. I'm not going to start the Eagles. I'm not going anywhere near that team. Someone's going to get hurt.
They always get hurt.
The Browns against Washington is not bad. I've got the Cardinals a little bit higher this week, though, going up against Detroit. So I'll go with the Cardinals here.
I'll agree with you. I mean, I don't know about Kenny G right now, so that kind of gives me a little bit of a question there. But as of right now, I don't hate the Cardinals. I think the Browns may be slightly safer. They're going to have to give up some big plays to Terry McLaurin to really hurt them. But I think the Cardinals defense is pretty underrated right now.
Don't forget 900 likes. We're going to get to let it flow. And also, okay, if you're dropping some super chats, everyone hanging out in the Headliners Club, we're going to get to all the questions. Don't worry, okay? Hang tight. We're going to get to as many as we can. You do you. And a PPR need 2 for tight ends. Go dare.
Go dare.
Go dare.
Dallas go dare.
That's what I'm going to start calling them. Dallas go dare. Mo Cox, Mo Problems. Reed and Ingram. It's go dare and Ingram for me.
Man. I really think that Evan Ingram gets a bump here with Saquon Barkley being out. But Jordan Reed is going to be like the only target in San Francisco. You know what I mean?
And Shepard's out too. Don't forget Shepard's gone too.
Yeah, Shepard's out too. I mean, I agree with Godare
from the 49ers.
Yeah, I agree with Godare. I'm gonna get stuck calling them that, just so you know. I'm gonna get criticized for it, even though we're trying to mess around with it. I'm probably gonna lead Jordan Reed a little bit more, but it's a toss-up. I mean, I'm not against Evan Ingram either.
Big dog. I am starting Henry, Fournette, and Gordon, but I have Edwards-Helaire, McKinnon, and Drake on the bench. Do you think I should replace any one of my starters in a standard league? I'll bump CEH over to Gordon and sit Gordon's butt right on the bench. But other than that, Jake, do you think we put Drake in over Edwards-Helaire? Or do you think we put Drake in over Fournette or Henry?
I would put Drake over Fournette. Drake going up against the Detroit Lions is going to be a lot better situation than what he saw the first 2 weeks against San Francisco and Washington. So I would go Henry, Drake, and then CEH.
Ace Unchained 26, mainly for Kyle. Are you still as high on Joe Mixon as you were this summer? What are your thoughts on a PPR? I actually did a film breakdown for Joe Mixon after Thursday Night Football last week. I'm still feeling it, man. I'm not off the bandwagon yet. Okay. Give them 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks. Okay. If by week 5 we haven't, or week 6, one of the two, if we still haven't seen anything out of them, panic, but not yet. Don't do it just yet.
You gotta remember, too, there's so many injuries right now. There's so many injuries. Finding a running back that's going to touch the ball 20 times a week is going to be very few and far between. You can't just give up on him when there's been so many guys hurt ahead of him.
Choi Montoya. Higbee or Henry? PPR Titans or Washington defense? Wait. Hunter Henry. Okay, Higbee's higher than Hunter Henry for me this week by a smidgen. For the for the Titans or Washington, I've got the Titans higher than Washington this week.
Yep. You just never know which Kirk Cousins is going to show up. Hopefully it's the week 2 one, and you can feast on him as a Tennessee defense.
Vikash Chand, hey boys, and half PPR. Starting Herbert or Wentz?
Herbert. I got Wentz a little bit higher than Herbert just because I think that they're going to have to run the ball a lot second half with a lead. So I got Wentz a couple spots higher.
Mark Ingram or Jeff Wilson is the flex.
I can't go against Mark Ingram that much. In this matchup last year, Mark Ingram rushed for over 100 yards and 3 touchdowns. So I like that matchup.
Ooh, Phillip coming in hot with a massive dono. Phillip, he says, no questions, just support. Been with you guys for 3 years now. I watch all the videos. Keep it up, fellas. Hashtag fantasy headliners for life. That's right, Phillip. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for hopping in and for all the support.
Absolutely. Appreciate you.
Fernando Perez, pick 2 in a PPR. Woods, Slayton, Marvin Jones, KJ Hamler. That's going to be Woods and Slayton for me.
Agreed.
G Status Music Channel. Mahomes or Cam? I'm never sitting Patrick Mahomes. I don't care who he faces.
Yep. You don't draft him that high to ever sit him.
Feel like I can't sit Mahomes, but I'm worried about Baltimore. Newton has been killing it. I'm still going to run with Mahomes.
I just can't do it. You can't spend a second, third round pick on a guy and then not start him because of one matchup.
Eric Cruz. What's going on, Eric? Longtime supporter of the channel. Start 2 running backs and 2 wide receivers and 2 flex.
Wow.
In a full PPR. Okay. We got a lot of people to choose from. For the running backs, we've got Eckler, Mixon, Jay Taylor, and David. Jay Taylor for sure. Eckler as well. Those are our 2 running backs.
Here's the thing. Actually, we got 2 running backs and 2 flex. I'm starting all 4 of those running backs.
All 4 of those running backs?
Yep.
Then for our 2 wide receivers, we're going with Terry McLaurin and DK Metcalf.
Yep, because Kenny Galladay isn't 100%.
And then he wants to know about tight end, Ingram or Jonnu. That's Ingram for me this week.
You cannot, You cannot go against Jay Smooth.
Jeez.
I will smack you the next time you go against Jay Smooth.
Okay, I never go against Jay Smooth. That was a slip of the tongue. My bad.
Perfect.
I'm sorry, Jay Smooth. I apologize.
Don't you ever do that crap again.
Mr. Blackbearder. Gurley, Singletary, CEH. Pick 2 in a full PPR, CEH and Singletary for me this week.
Yeah, I mean, Gurley is not a bad running back 3 by any means. But if you need him for just 2 of them, then yeah, Singletary and CEH slightly safer.
Raybot throwing out a donation for us. Thanks so much, Raybot. Appreciate your support. Dylan Cohen, QBs, Prescott, Ryan, or Josh Allen this week?
I got Dak Prescott as my number 3 quarterback. He's the highest of the bunch there. What are you looking at?
I heard something behind me.
What do you got?
What it is?
You got like
I'm worried
midget under your desk or what?
Well, I'm worried because my computer box is behind me, and I'm hoping something didn't climb into it.
Rat in there.
No, I think we're good. Okay, I don't know what it is. That was weird. Moving on, Greg Repa. Everyone hit that like button. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to Greg. He just told you to hit that like button. We need 900 likes. Why do we need 900 likes? Because we're going to let it flow. Why are we going to let it flow? Because it's amazing and everybody loves it.
Yep.
Do it. Expect a big week for MVS. If Devonta Adams, I almost said Parker, Devonta Adams is out, then yeah, MVS could be in for some decent work this week. MVS is always going to be that boomer bust guy for me. So could he have big weeks? Absolutely. He could also absolutely ruin your week. Mm-hmm. I thought he was going to have a big week last week. Was mediocre at best. But anyway, half PPR, McKinnon, Kenny G, Woods, or Gage. I'm fine with rolling with Gage there.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't love it.
I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. I'll probably have to say that. I'll probably have to go with Gage.
Jared Cook, Hurst, or Logan Thomas. I've got Hurst just a little bit higher this week.
Yep, especially if Julio is limited or out, Hurst gets a bump.
And Greg says, love the shows. Love you too, Greg.
Appreciate you, Greg.
I just lost my spot. Hold on. I'm going back because there's multiple Greg Smiths.
Greg Repas.
Greg Repas.
Now you're going to Jay Busy Smith. Jay Busy.
Wait. We're going to get it.
Wait for it. You can't
what up,
stop
guys?
It, you start at stings.
We skipped your question last week? I don't think so. If you sent it in the super chat, we did not skip it.
Mm-mm.
We nailed all them super chats. Anyway, PPR flex. If Jones is out, David, or I'm assuming it's just D Johnson. Is that Deontay or David?
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll give him an answer
if you're
for
asking
each.
about a D Johnson, make sure you put what the first name actually is.
I mean, regardless, though, if it's David or Deontay, I'm more than likely going to choose them over Hayden Hurst.
Okay. All right. Different flex, Edelman or Trees. I'll go with Edelman in a full PPR.
Yep. Absolutely.
He says, thanks, guys. You are the best. Keep rocking, swag, and hubster.
That's what we're talking about.
At least he didn't call you humpster.
That'd be bad. That's bad.
Brian Dickey, PPR. Okay to stack Trub, Demont, and Robinson this week? I think it's okay, but I think you should be willing to accept the consequences on Monday morning if you do that.
I mean, we love each of those guys this week, right? We both like.
Does anybody
Trubisky.
Actually love Mitchell Trubisky?
I like the matchup, and he's been playing okay. I can't say the words I like him, like Mitchell Trubisky, because it's just like it's fantasy football, and I can't say it. But starting all three of them, I have a hard time. I don't care what team it is, starting three people from the same team, because if the Bears play bad, you lose the entire week for the most part.
Yeah,
That's
what
the problem.
Like, if you're going to do it, you have to be willing to understand it could turn out really, really bad.
Yep.
Yep.
And then for the flex, pick one wide receiver and one flex. Out of what you have there, Diggs, Edelman, Slayton, or Julio. It looks like with Julio being a question mark, more than likely I'm going towards Slayton and man, I have a hard time sitting Stephon Diggs too. I'd probably go with Diggs and Edelman.
Yeah.
Diggs and Slayton.
So a couple people this week asked why I had Diggs so high, because they said, "What about Jalen Ramsey?" And I just responded with Diggs better than Ramsey. That's all I did. Luke Rosenquist, Kelly or Fournette in a PPR. I've got Fournette a little bit higher.
Maybe a couple spots, but it's a
because it's a PPR. I think Fournette could see a little work. Grant Remmer in a full PPR flex, Galladay or Singletary. If you want to be safe, play some Singletary this week.
Yep, I would use Singletary just to be safe. You'd hate to put Galladay in there and have him pull up after one series and be like, nah, I can't make it.
Hey, don't forget, everyone hit that like button. 900 likes. We're going to let it flow. Christopher Curtin, Deontay Johnson, Juju, Robbie Anderson, or Chris Godwin for wide receiver. We have to pick one person.
What? I mean, I can't not pick Chris Godwin.
He says, okay, so Chris Godwin, and then we need to add Josh Kelly and pick a flex. I'll go with Juju over Josh Kelly.
Yes,
and
I
a
would
full
agree.
PPR.
Yep, I agree. Even though Deontay Johnson is kind of the guy leading that team in targets right now. So, I mean, Deontay Johnson is so underrated, and we talked about him so much this offseason. I think Deontay and Juju are almost on an equal level. Right about now, it's getting super close for me. So I think either one of those guys is great. Juju being somewhat a little bit more limited, I may lean a little bit more towards Deontay and Chris Godwin.
All right. Vinny B, McKinnon, Rojo, Slayton, Jonnu Smith, Hunter Henry, or Burkhead, and a full PPR. We need to flex one of those guys. It is Slayton for me.
Yeah, same for me. I like Slayton this week.
Ray Bott as a flex. Darrell Henderson, Marquise Brown, I'm assuming, or Brandon Cooks. I'd rather play Brown.
Yeah.
Just because we just don't know with Darrell Henderson, right?
No,
it could end up being a huge game. It could end up being 3 points.
It could be Malcolm Brown this week. It could just go back and forth. That's the biggest problem we saw with that backfield all offseason. Is just you just never know who it's going to be on a weekly basis.
Yep. IR Fanula. Maybe. I don't know. I might have messed that up. I apologize. Standard League, need to pick 2 wide receivers. Tyreek Hill, yes. And then DK Metcalf versus the Cowboys, Mike Evans versus the Broncos, or Julian Edelman versus the Raiders.
You got multiple great options.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to bench Mike Evans right here? I probably don't. But I love me some DK Metcalf.
Mm-hmm.
Going up against the Cowboys secondary. If it's me, I'm probably going Tyreek and DK and just crossing my fingers, because that's the bad part about being so stacked is you got to make difficult choices, and there's that chance that Mike Evans goes ham on your bench.
Yo, can we get 100 likes in the next 30 seconds?
No.
All right, I'm gonna time it. 100 likes in the next 30 seconds. Jake, I'm gonna keep asking these questions though. Oscar Koss, excuse me. Pick one running back: Mixon, Carson, or McKinnon. I'm still gonna go Mixon here.
Let me check. I got him super close. I got Carson 2 spots higher, but they're close.
Okay. So Jake wants Carson. I want Mixon. Then we need one wide receiver. DJ Moore, Hollywood, or Galladay. I'm going to go DJ Moore there.
Yep, I agree. I think he's going to get peppered with targets with no CMC.
Uh-oh, are we going to do it? Hurry up. We've only got 15 seconds left. Jim Breeze, the man. N'Keal Harry, Galladay, or Marquise Brown. Need one for a full PPR. That's Marquise Brown for me. Oh, we did it. There it goes, 900.
Yeah, I'm going Marquise Brown.
Seconds.
Yeah, it's pretty close. I was surprised.
Headliners Club quick. Coming in strong.
Headliner
Jake, we're going to have to let it flow here in a second. So I'm going to start.
Are you going to read to me?
Yes.
To start?
Yes.
Let me get my helmet on.
Okay. This is the unofficial beginning to let it flow.
I'm going to try to extend the flow tonight, Kyle.
Holy heck. Gary Ellis dropping a 50 bomb in the chat. Gary. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the support. That is awesome. Love you, man.
Thank you, Gary.
I'll send you those feet pics I promised you later.
Whoa.
Gary's probably like, can I get this back?
Yeah, Gary's like, I want a refund.
How do I retract this? Hurry up, Gary. Appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Appreciate you.
Chad D, are we ready to semi-let it flow?
Dude, let me strap up, okay? I mean,
Can we call the precursor to let it flow just the tip?
Just the tip. That's what we call this, yeah. Just the tip. We're going just the tip.
Oh, boy. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Chad D, 2 flex and a full point PPR. Pick 2. Antonio Gibson, Robbie Anderson, Todd Gurley, Dallas Goedert, or Mike Williams.
Give me Todd Gurley and Dallas Goedert.
All my girls ugly in a PPR flex, Connor or Edelman.
I'm always going to lean towards the running back. Give me Edelman.
Excuse me,
give me Connor. Give me Connor.
Oh, my bad. Shackles 99, Deontay Johnson, Kelly, or Cup. He also owns Eckler and playing him.
I mean, if you're only picking one, then I'm going to go with Deontay.
JT, Mike Davis, a start now with Ingram and Jones on IR.
If you have no better options, yes, but I'm not having too high of expectations for Mike Davis.
James Euler, JT for Ridley straight up.
Nope, not doing it. I'm keeping JT. I'm not trading him for nobody unless you're getting a top 10 back in return.
Also pick 2 in a full PPR, Metcalf, Thielen, or Godwin.
Man. I'm going to go with Godwin and Thielen by a hair, but I hate to sit DK.
Nova Wolf 01, PPR, Goddard, Hurst, or Ingram.
Give me Goddard.
He also says drop one for space.
Yes. I'm sorry, but I'm not an Evan Ingram truther, but I'll keep him here and drop Hurst.
Green Monster 20. I have 2 flex spots and a half PPR. Pick 2. Woods, Slayton, and Gibson.
Give me Woods and Slayton.
Joseph Pierre, flex, Julio if he plays, or Golden Tate or Nyheim Hines.
Oh, man. If Julio doesn't play, I'm sorry, Joseph, but you're in some serious trouble. Just go Golden Tate and cross your fingers.
Rico wants to know, sup, fellas? Sup, Rico? Full PPR, need 3 for the flex. Deion Lewis, Rojo, Hines, Golden Tate, T.Y., A.J. Green.
We need 3 of them. I'm going to go with A.J. Green, T.Y. Hilton, and I hate to absolutely say this, but I think I'm going to have to go with Deion Lewis and cross my fingers. I can't go with Rojo.
Torn between Watson or Rodgers for the week.
Give me Rodgers. I don't like Watson playing against Baltimore.
Mitchell Adams. Hey, guys, as usual, great work. Thank you, Mitchell. In a standard league flex, Singletary, Hunt, or Godwin?
I can only choose one?
Yes.
I got to go with Godwin.
Keep it up, buds. Thanks so much. Owen Frazier, Boyd, Henderson, Judy, or Robbie Anderson for the flex?
Boyd, Henderson, Judy, Robbie Anderson. Give me Tyler Boyd there in the flex.
Raul Morales. If Kenny G is out, Hamler or Anthony Miller?
Oh, Anthony Miller.
That's Anthony Miller 100% for me.
Yep.
Also, is Mark Ingram a viable flex?
Yes, absolutely. Last year against this matchup, he had 100 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Our man, Shane Fuco.
What up, Shane?
We like Jerick McKinnon, but not enough to start over Mixon, correct?
Yeah, no, I'm still going with Mixon there.
Let's get another dub, fellas. Good luck, Shane. Thanks so much. Mark Sung. Hey, guys, someone offered Godwin for Fournette. He's my flex. Do I do it? You're getting Godwin for Fournette?
Yeah.
Smash that like button.
Do it.
Tiulamalo. Gage or Boyd. Pick one.
If Julio sits, I'm going Gage. Otherwise, I'm going Boyd.
Miles Sanders, Mixon, or Montgomery. Full PPR, pick two.
Sorry, Kyle. I can't do it. I got to go with Sanders and Montgomery.
It's okay. Rocky Road Warrior says, Woo HD Club, looking for one tight end, 2 wide receivers, and a flex and a full PPR next to Hopkins and Ridley. So we need one tight end, but I don't. Okay, Jonnu's the only tight end that I see listed here, though.
Then he's going to be my choice.
So, all right, now 2 wide receivers: McLaurin, John Brown, CeeDee Lamb, DJ Moore, or Anthony Miller.
McLaurin and DJ Moore.
And then for the flex, those wide receivers and Joshua Kelly.
Give me Joshua Kelly in my flex. I like the safe floor.
No Chill says, my favorite dudes. What's up, No Chill? Thank you. Edelman or Adam Thielen, PPR for the flex.
Full PPR, I'm going to go with Julian Edelman.
And James Robinson he says James Robinson was my other flex and has some shades on there.
Perfect.
Mark Cleveland, start Eckler and Kelly, or I could pick up MVS or Danny Amendola.
Oh, man,
I hate starting both of them.
I hate to start 2 people usually like that, but in this situation, I would. Eckler
Mark Sung has another question. I need a flex. Godwin, Miller, or Joshua Kelly? Thanks.
I can't sit Godwin. I'll still go with Godwin.
Robert Bupp, trying to decide if I want to risk starting Galladay or Bobby Trees in a full PPR, already starting Godwin and T.Y. Hilton.
Okay, so I want to risk starting Galladay or Bobby Trees.
Mm-hmm.
Already starting
Godwin and T.Y. Hilton.
I don't really understand the question. So, I mean, I would rather go with T.Y. over...
No, he has... Oh, maybe he's trying to pick between T.Y. Hilton, Galladay, and Trees. Just rank them.
Yeah, I would have to say the safest one. There's going to be T.Y.
Shane Arnold in a 10-team half PPR rolled the dice with Keelan Cole on the flex and Gesicki at the tight end. My second flex, should I just roll with David Johnson? Or it's D Johnson, so I don't know if it's Deontay or David. Mm-hmm. Or insert Lazard, Dobbins, Ayuk, Fant, or Boston Scott.
Whoever D Johnson is, Deontay or David would be my choice.
Dinkelberg 3, Gallup, Anderson, or Gage if Julio's out.
I think Gallup has a lot better week this week, but I still think Gage is slightly safer.
Greg Smith dropping a 5-bomb in the chat. Thanks, Greg. Strawberry, half PPR, 1, McKinnon or Fournette.
You said it was half PPR or full PPR?
Half.
Give me Fournette.
Jarvis Landry or KJ Hamler?
I'm still going to go with Landry. I can't trust Hamler with Jeff Driscoll as a quarterback.
Greg Smith with another 5-bomb. Thank you. The Ganimal, 3 wide receivers in a PPR league. Have Deontay, Ridley, DJ Moore, and Boyd in the flex. Should I swap a less than 100% Galladay for any of those?
No, I do not.
Jonnu or Fant this week? That's Jonnu for me.
Jonnu Smith, yep.
BJ, half PPR flex, MVS, Mike Davis, or Robbie Anderson?
I'm not mature enough for that. What was the question?
Half PPR, MVS, Mike Davis, or Robbie Anderson?
Robbie Anderson.
We're trying to get through all the super chats right now. We are going to do it. Headliners Club, we're going to be getting to you as well. Don't worry. Dev Deep Banerjee. PPR, I have CEH, Melvin Gordon, Joshua Kelly. Which 2 for week 3?
I'm going with CEH, and if you want to play it safe, you go Kelly. If you want to gamble, you go Gordon.
Noah Bramlett, Gurley, Deontay Johnson, or Cup in a half PPR flex.
Just one? I'm gonna gamble and go with Cup.
Greg Smith with a 2-bomb. Thanks so much, Greg. The man Dev. I traded CEH for David Montgomery and James Robinson.
I like how you got added depth back, but you gave away the best player in the deal. Mm-hmm. So that's the hard part. I mean, maybe you were desperate for some depth. I can't say that I love it, but I don't hate it.
A year in the life of anxiety, Joe, 1 day at a time, full PPR, 4 spots, but I have 5 players, and I'm having trouble benching anybody. We need 4 of the 5. Eckler, Montgomery, McKinnon, Cooper, and Juju. Sorry, what guy should he bench?
McKinnon's getting the club on that one.
McKinnon's going to the bench.
Yep.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, T.Y. Hilton, or Corey Davis in the flex?
Give me T.Y. Hilton. I just have a hard time trusting Corey Davis.
Edgar Paccio. Hey, guys, if Josh Jacobs does play on Sunday, should I still start him?
Yes.
Yeah. or better to replace him with Mark Ingram or Joshua Kelly?
I don't think you need to. I think Josh Jacobs is going to be good to go this weekend.
My man, Bruin Backhand, who's been hanging out in the Headliners gaming chat quite a bit. Fellas, Clurb. I had A.J. Brown and Chart go down. Need a wide receiver 2, a flex, and a defense. Wide receiver 2, Deontay or Boyd?
Deontay.
Flex, Boyd, David Johnson, Kelly, or Gibson?
I think Kelly's the safest option there.
Cards or Chargers?
Oh man, I'm gonna go. Give me the Chargers.
Richard Salinas, Eckler, Connor, Fournette, or McKinnon as a flex and standard?
Only one of them?
Yes.
I got to go with Eckler.
And me trying to scroll back up real quick because it just jumped all the way to the bottom. It's at Greg Smith. I just got to find it.
Yep. It's Greg Smith. Flex PPR. You got Mike Davis, McKinnon, Landry, or Antonio Gibson or MVS. So I can only pick one out of Davis, McKinnon, Landry, Gibson, and MVS. As of right there, in my opinion, the safest option is going to be McKinnon.
Oh my gosh. M. Davis, McKinnon. Is that the one that you just did?
Yeah, I just did that.
Got it. Joe Cotting. Pick 4 in a PPR. Drake, Gordon, Mike Davis, Singletary, and Josh Kelly.
2, 3. So I got to sit one of them, right?
Yes.
I'm sitting Mike Davis.
Scam Newton. Mo Cox, Mo Problems. Wait, what? Hilarious. LeBron James, full PPR if Julio doesn't play. Do I play Deshaun Jackson, Evan Ingram, Emmanuel Sanders, or N'Keal Harry?
You cross your fingers and hope to help one of those guys does something. Personally, I'm going Evan Ingram.
He says he's got T.Y. at the flex. Do you play anybody over him?
No.
Jackpot Jackson, love y'all. Anthony Miller or Landry in a standard league?
Going Anthony Miller this week.
Garrett Richardson, Gallup or Edelman?
If it's PPR, I'm going Edelman.
Big Ben or Matt Ryan?
Matt Ryan.
Nick Yoon, Diggs versus the Rams or Gage versus the Bears?
I'm going with Diggs there still.
Greg Smith, Waller, Jay Smooth or Sample?
Oh, man, I love me some balls to the Waller, Kyle. That's hard to choose between Waller and Jay Smeezy.
I have Waller higher this week.
I do too. I think just pure target share alone gives Waller the bump.
Griffin Hughes, Woods or Joshua Kelly in a PPR?
Kelly is safer. If you want to gamble, that's when you go Woods.
Phil G in a full PPR. Deontay, Darius, McLaurin, and Allen Robinson sit 1. Deontay, Darius, McLaurin, A-Rob sit 1.
I'm only going to... man. I like all 4 of those guys. I will sit Deontay and play Darius, McLaurin, and Allen Robinson.
Lamont Jones in a full PPR. Woods, Slayton, or Gage?
I like Slayton out of the bunch there.
Jeff Honcho, wide receiver 2, Deontay Johnson or Woods?
I'm scared of Woods because if they don't move him, he's going to have trouble. I think Deontay Johnson's safer.
Michael Reeves. Hold on. This is a lot of names.
Okay.
Hunter Henry, Dobbins, and Gallup for Jordan Reed, Fournette, Emmanuel Sanders. Right now, he has CEH, Drake, Zeke, and Monster at running back in a super flex league. I'm low 1 tight end, wide receiver, and wide receiver spot.
So you'd be getting Hunter Henry, J.K. Dobbins, and Michael Gallup. Honestly, yes. I would rather just stick with what you got. I don't know if you really improve much with that trade. I mean, if it's really just for Gallup, then try to swap Gallup for somebody else.
Josie, start 3 running backs in a full PPR. Taylor, CEH, Eckler, and Jacobs. Congratulations.
Wow.
Flip a coin.
Yeah, I mean, if you're worried about Jacobs' hip like you say you are, play it safe and sit him and go with Eckler, CEH, and Taylor.
Michael Biscay, love the work you guys are putting in. Thank you so much, Michael. Assuming Devonta does not play, T.Y., Bobby Trees, or Traquan Smith?
I'm going with T.Y.
Robert Williams, pick 2 in a standard league. Lewis, Mixon, Montgomery, Singletary.
Lewis, Mixon, Montgomery, Singletary.
Jeff Hunt. Sorry. I thought that was the answer.
Mixon and Montgomery. I only picked 2, right?
Yes, pick 2.
Mixon and Montgomery.
Jeff Honcho, stream Mo Cox, Mo Problems, or Jordan Reed?
I'm going with Jordan Reed.
Casey Strecker dropping a 5-bomb. Thanks so much, buddy. Chad D, pick 2 and a full point PPR. Robbie Anderson, Antonio Gibson, Todd Gurley, Mike Williams.
Give me Todd Gurley and Antonio Gibson.
Glenn Register, hey guys, in a standard, flex Mixon or McKinnon?
I'm still going with Mixon there.
Mike Crongelia, Little help, guys. Please, Matty Ice or discount double check.
Discount. Let's see. Matt Ryan, I got at 9. Rodgers, I got at 7. I got Rodgers a couple spot higher.
Mike Davis or Marvin Jones for the flex.
Marvin Jones, and cross your fingers.
Griffin Hughes, trade Kyler Murray and Djax for Julio and Breeze.
Absolutely not. Keep Murray and Djax.
Chapstick 1889. Mixon, Jay Taylor, and McKinnon. Pick 2 in a PPR.
Mixon and Taylor.
Kate Ellis talks. Singletary for either one of Kupp, McLaurin, Edelman, Boyd, Ertz, Juju, and Deontay. You replace one of those guys with Singletary.
I would replace Boyd. I would replace Boyd with Singletary.
Also rate Stafford, Moore, A-Rob, Henry, Cook, Andrews, Sanders, Diggs, Woods, Hurst.
Overall, super solid. Some difficult matchups this week, but overall, it's an A-.
Great Teams Alliance. 4 running backs, start 2 in the flex. No, start 2 and flex 1. Okay, so pick 3. Okay. David Montgomery, AP, Hines, Mark Ingram.
We're not playing, so we're going with David Montgomery, Mark Ingram, and out of AP or Hines, I'll go with AP.
Casey Strecker, I have Devonta Adams, who looks like he will be out. Are we replacing him with Corey Davis, Gibson, or Swift? Or you can get Emmanuel Sanders off waivers.
And I'm not really interested in Emmanuel Sanders. Give me Corey Davis.
Aaron says that Minshew, sign Jake, laughing emoji. Yes. Devonta Freeman outlook, not great.
I'm not overly excited about it. I mean, Saquon Barkley struggled behind the same offensive line. I don't expect Devonta Freeman to be better than Saquon Barkley.
All right, Jake, you ready for me to move a little bit faster?
Yep.
DB 4331. Start Jonnu Smith with AJ Brown out or Hunter Hurst with Julio out.
I'm not going against Jay Smooth. Give me Jay Smooth.
Quatrell Dismuck. Full PPR tight end. Hurst or Jonnu?
Still going with Jonnu there also.
Ben D. Start 1. Joshua Kelly, Djax, Gage, N'Keal Harry.
Joshua Kelly.
He says, thanks, love the show. Ben, love you too. Greg Smith, Waller, Sampler, Jonnu.
I got Waller the highest there.
John Armstrong throwing a 3-bomb out there. Thank you so much. J. Busy Smith. It was David Johnson, guys. My bad. All so good. PPR flex, Ingram, Hurst, Cooks, or Fournette.
We can only pick one of those.
That's what I'm assuming.
I'll go with Mark Ingram.
And then he says, is Corey Davis or Curtis Samuel worth grabbing?
If you need the depth, Corey Davis, possibly, but it depends who you have to drop to get him.
And he says, congrats on 100K. Thanks so much, Jay Busy. Benji Sermon, Headliners Club, missed last week. Glad to be back. Need your opinion, please. In a standard, start 2. Mixon, Kelly, David Johnson, Montgomery.
Give me Montgomery and Mixon if you want to gamble. Montgomery and Kelly if you want to play it safer.
PD Snipes, pick 1 for flex. Half PPR, Singletary, Kenny G, or Diggs.
Only one. Singletary is the safer option, but if you want to get the higher ceiling, it's Stephon Diggs.
Okay. Oh my gosh, it's crazy out there.
Yes.
Here, do you want to just run through these yourself, or do you want to go through the Headliners Club and I will come back to these and run through these?
Hang on one second. Let me see here. I will let me go to the club for a couple minutes.
Okay, and then if you've posted a super chat, we're going to come back to the super chat, but the club is bopping right now, so we got to get to those too. So Jake's going to do the club for a couple of minutes. I'm coming back to the super chat, so don't worry. Jake, you ready?
I am ready.
3, 2, 1, let it flow.
Breeze or Roethlisberger? I can't trust Breeze right now. He looked lost without Michael Thomas. Give me Roethlisberger. Full PPR, Cam or Ryan? I got Cam a little bit higher, and Slayton or Kelly at the flex. Kelly's safer. Slayton if you're looking for that higher ceiling. Flex CeeDee Lamb, Robert Woods, or Leonard Fournette in a PPR. I think Leonard Fournette's probably the safest option. Corey Davis, Marvin Jones. Give me Corey Davis. Who would you start as your second wide receiver? Marquise Brown or Robert Woods? Give me Hollywood Brown. Galladay or Fournette in the flex? I'm going with Fournette since Galladay doesn't seem healthy. What are my thoughts on Juju rest of season? I think he's still being underrated a little bit. Yes, Deontay Johnson's going to take a step forward. However, I think that helps Juju as long as he stays healthy. Carson and Hawkinson for McLaurin and Andrews. I'm not getting rid of Chris Carson. We're trying to stack up running backs this year because everybody and their mother is getting hurt. Chase Claypool or A.J. Green. Give me A.J. Green and his double-digit targets a week. Bobby Trees or Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith is safer, but honestly, I'd probably gamble and go Bobby Trees. Deontay Johnson or Gurley in a half PPR. Gurley has the safest floor, but me, personally, I'm gambling and going Deontay Johnson. Keenan Allen or Darius Slayton. I'm going with Darius Slayton this week. I love Darius Slayton this week. Hopefully I don't love him too much. Charlie Handsome, David Johnson or McKinnon in a full flex PPR. This sounds absolutely nuts, but I would probably gamble on McKinnon. That's how much I don't like the matchup for David Johnson. He's so dependent on touchdowns this week. Let's see. James Conner or Deontay Johnson in the flex. Probably going to lean Conner, safer with the running backs. David Johnson or Josh Kelly. I'm going to lead towards Josh Kelly. I think he's still safer. MVS or Gallup. I'm going with Gallup. Should we be concerned about Fuller? No more than you should every other year with Will Fuller. They've had a couple back-to-back difficult matchups. It's about to get easier as long as he's healthy. Pick 2, Terry, DJ Moore, or Jarek. I'm going with Terry and DJ Moore. Thank you. David Perry, no thank you. Boyd or Green? Green's seeing the target share. Give me Green. Noah Fant, Anthony Miller, or Tyler Boyd for my flex in a PPR. I'm going Anthony Miller this week. If I can sit one here, Trevor Larson, Godwin, Diggs, or Edelman. To sit one, I would go with Edelman, but I don't love it. Cup or Julio? Give me Cup. At least I know he's healthy. CEH or Deontay Johnson? I don't love the matchup for CEH, but he's still starting. Keenan Allen or Deontay Johnson? We're going to talk about that one. Let's see what else do we got here. Odell or Kelly in the flex? Kelly is safer, but honestly, I'm gambling with Odell. I think that running game in Cleveland only opens up the passing game for them. Ingram or Kelly? I'm going with Ingram. Trade Jonnu, Woods, and Hunt for Derrick Henry. That's a lot to give up for one guy. I probably wouldn't go that much. Antonio Gibson, Will Fuller, or Corey Davis in a PPR. Going with Corey Davis if it's a full PPR. Jonnu or Jared Cook. I'm going with Jonnu. Galladay, Beckham, or Landry in standard. I can only pick one. I'm going with Odell Beckham. What about Drew Sample? Sheesh. Kets 22 is all aboard Drew Sample apparently. I don't hate it, but there's some better options out there instead of trusting just a small glimmer of what we've seen. Where do I rank James Robinson rest of season? He's going to be right there in the high teens. He would be even higher if he'd played on a team with more leads. It just depends what that offense looked like, but he's probably going to be hovering right around 13, 14 range. Miller, Julio, Galladay, give me Miller. At least I know he's healthy. Cooper Kupp or Traquan Smith, give me Kupp. Galladay, Tate, MVS, Mike Davis. I can pick two of those guys. Galladay not being healthy worries me, so I'm going to go towards Tate and MVS. Thanks, guys. Keep it up. Quinn, thank you. We're sure trying to, but I'm running out of saliva in my mouth as I'm talking. Jonnu or Hunter Henry, give me Jonnu. Gage, Kelly, or John Brown for the flex, give me Kelly. Miller or Cooks in a full PPR, give me Miller. Melvin Gordon or Leonard Fournette, I got Fournette barely higher. Malcolm Brown or Curtis Samuel. I don't love either, but I would probably just stay the safer bet with Malcolm Brown. Should I keep Gallup and Lamb or use Gage or Lazard and PPR? I wouldn't start both Gallup and Lamb. I would probably go towards Gallup and Gage. Diggs, Juju, or Cooper. I don't know how many I can pick, but if I can only pick one, I'm probably going with Diggs this week. Boyd or Henderson in my flex. Give me Boyd. Full flex PPR. Edelman, Julio, Waller, or Moore. Full PPR? I'll go with Julian Edelman. Pick one. Robert Woods, Terry McLaurin, or Traquan Smith. Give me Terry McLaurin there. Mixon or Hunt in PPR. I still have Mixon just a couple spots higher. Dallas Goedert, as Kyle would call him, or Jonnu Smith. I'm going to go with Jonnu Smith. Bourne or MVPs. So we got Bourne or MVPs. I'm going with MVPs. Lamar or Kyler at QB. Right now, Kyler Murray is my quarterback one here on the week. Kyle, I'm doing two more, and then I'm passing it off to you. Matt Ryan or Aaron Rodgers. I got Aaron Rodgers a couple spots higher. Gallup or CEH in the flex. I'm going to go with the running back. Give you CEH. Will Fuller or Golden Tate. I'm gambling on Will Fuller.
All right, let's go back to the super chats. PD Snipes, pick one for the flex and a half PPR. Singletary, Kenny G, or Diggs, going with Singletary. JD Koth in a full PPR. Flex, Cooper Kupp, Darius Slayton, or Michael Gallup. That's Cooper Kupp. Jar Jar Stinks, only two options to pivot from if Adams is out for Sunday's night game. Hardman or Boykin, going for Hardman. Rahul Mishera, PPR, pick three. Julio, Juju, John Brown, OBJ, go blue, go blue. Juju, OBJ, and John Brown. Keep an eye on Julio, though. We're going to have to see what happens leading up to game time. The Hot Nickel says, show that swag, son. Boy, you know I got that swag. Garfield, 78-11. I need help in the flex. Pick one. Jordan Reed, Joshua Kelly, AJ Green, or Russell Gage. To be safe, if it's like a standard league, it's Joshua Kelly. If it's PPR, I'll go with Russell Gage. Mr. Blair, 56. Adam Thielen, Keenan Allen, Terry McLaurin, Tyler Boyd. I'm in a super flex with Herbert in the flex position right now. Pick two wide receivers to start, and should I start a third one over Herbert? I will start Thielen. I will start Thielen, Adam Thielen. God. I've got like the hiccups. Adam Thielen, Keenan Allen, and Terry McLaurin. And yes, I'll put Herbert on the bench unless it's some wicked crazy QB scoring that gives them a huge benefit. John Booty Stank, full PPR, start one in the wide receiver position and flex. Edelman, John Brown, Marvin Jones, Robbie Anderson. I will start Edelman and John Brown. Marco KN. Hey guys, love the videos. Thanks so much, Marco. Need 2 wide receivers and a flex for full PPR. Lockett, Mike Evans, Cup, Corey Davis, or Fournette. Give me Mike Evans, give me Cup, and give me Lockett and a full PPR. Ace Unchained 26, 2 flex PPR. CD, Galladay, TY, Hilton, Melvin Gordon, Todd Gurley. I'll go with T.Y. Hilton and Melvin Gordon. Naked Hot Dog, pick 2.5 PPR. Deontay Johnson, Diggs, McLaurin, DJ Moore. I'm going McLaurin and DJ Moore. Big Tizzy, Hayden Hurst or Brandon Cooks for the flex. Give me Hayden Hurst. JJ Opie Cup, Gurley, Montgomery, and Kelly can only start one. It's D-Mont for me. Chaos says, got Aaron Jones, Mostert, and David Johnson as running back. Should I start Mostert over David Johnson as running back too? You can't. Mostert's out, right?
Yeah, Mostert's out.
Yeah, Mostert is out. If yes, do I start David and flex over Traquan Smith? Well, you got to start all those guys as your running backs. Mostert is not playing. Michael Miranda, guys, I need some help. Would you start McKinnon or David Johnson this week in a full PPR? If you want to be safe, you can go with David Johnson, but since it's a full PPR, if you want to get a little spicy and get that upside, it's McKinnon. The man Dev, I traded CEH for D-Mont and Jay Robinson. Thoughts? I thought we already answered this one. Don't love it, don't hate it, but you clearly gave up the best player there. I think you gave up the most ceiling. Jay Holly, 203, Gage, Gallup, Gibson, or Anderson in a PPR flex. It's Gage for me. Bob Sacramento, standard, pick 2 wide receivers. Hollywood, OBJ, Deontay, Jay, and CD. That's going to be Hollywood and OBJ for me. Pick 3. Deontay might be a little bit safer than Hollywood too. So Hollywood's got a little bit ceiling for me. Deontay's got a little bit more floor. Pick 3 running backs. Eckler, Jacobs, McKinnon, David Johnson, Mike Davis. It's Eckler and Jacobs. Since it's standard, I'll go with David Johnson. Raybot, sorry, as a flex, I meant Darrell Henderson, Malcolm Brown, Emmanuel Sanders, or A. Miller. I will go with Henderson here over Malcolm Brown in case Malcolm Brown is still feeling some of those injuries. Joey Bananas, T.Y. Boyd, or Marquez Valdez-Scantling for a second wide receiver. Give me Boyd. Mark Cleveland, Hawkinson, or Evan Ingram. It's Evan Ingram. Grant, canceled. Dallas Goedert or Mike Davis at the flex. I'll go with Dallas Goedert. You know what? We're going to head over here and we're going to jump in because your boy Swag Rich is feeling the flow, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get over here and get some more of these questions. MVS, CD, or Gage, pick one. It's going to be Gage. Trade Josh Jacobs and DJ Chark for James Robinson and Mike Evans. No. Robbie Anderson or Galladay. And a PPR, I'll still roll with Galladay. I don't love Anderson's matchup either. Boyd or Gage, it's Gage in a PPR if Julio is out. Jonnu Smith or Darren Waller for me. Start one. I don't know. You didn't say anything after that. Gurley or Juju in the flex. I'll go with Juju. Standard, pick one. DJ Moore or Corey Davis. It's DJ Moore. Joshua Kelly or Deontay Johnson in the PPR. Since it's PPR, I'll go with Deontay Johnson. Julio Jones or Corey Davis. If Julio's out, definitely Corey Davis. If not, I still wouldn't mind playing Julio there. It's going to be tough, but that's something you have to keep an eye on leading up to game time. Is Derrick Henry going to bounce back this week? Derrick Henry looks fine right now. The only problem is he's just a little bit down on his yards per carry and he hasn't scored yet. Okay, we'll get there. Don't worry. John Brown or Julio, a lot of Julio questions. The same thing for all of them. Okay, depending on who you have. I'm not sitting any top tier players. Okay, but like in that instance, I'm okay with still trying to play Julio if he plays. Deontay or David Johnson in a half PPR. Since it's half PPR, I'll go with Deontay. Singletary or Kelly in a PPR. Singletary. Pick 2 in a standard. Kelly, Hunt, Deontay. Since it's standard, I'll with Kelly and Deontay. Lazard, Godare, or Woods in a flex full PPR. If Adams is out, I go with Lazard. If not, I'll go with Woods. Will Fuller or Deshaun Jackson there. Marvin Jones Jr. or John Brown. Should I start Keenan Allen, Devin Singletary, or Leonard Fournette in the flex in a PPR? Keenan Allen is definitely safer, but Devin Singletary is going to give you a little bit more upside this week. Hurst or Jonnu, it's Jonnu. Boyd or Gage, it's Gage. Pick 2 in the flex. Gurley, Kelly, or Cup in a full PPR. I'll go with Kelly and Cup. OBJ, Diggs, or Cup. OBJ and Cup. Full PPR need to Edelman, Woods, Mixon, or John Brown. That's going to be Edelman and Mixon for me. Kelsey and Keenan for Tyreek and Connor in a full PPR. I will keep Kelsey and Keenan. Keenan and Cal. That's what that reminded me of. Drop Marvin Jones or Gibson for Alshon Jeffrey. No. Trade Diggs for Kittle. I'm okay with that if you're strong at wide receiver. Pick 3 in a full PPR. Kenny Golladay, Robert Woods, Stephon Diggs, Hollywood Brown. We got to go with 3, so we're going to go with Diggs, Hollywood, and Robert Woods. Hunt or Gallup in the flex. Go with Hunt. John Brown or McKinnon. Go with McKinnon in a full PPR. Woods or OBJ. Kenny G or T.Y. Hilton. Mixon or Kelly. Mixon. I got offered Julio for Diggs. Do I accept? If you're strong at wide receiver, yes, take that. Lockett or Godwin. Gonna go Godwin there. Herbert or Watson. It's Watson. Dude, you're a beast. Thanks for what you do. Thanks for tuning in. Miller or Amendola. It's Miller. Josh Kelly or Gallup. Josh Kelly. T.Y. Hilton or Marquise Brown. Marquise Brown definitely has more upside for me. T.Y. Hilton, though, is a little bit safer. Miller or Cooks? Miller. Is Zach Moss droppable? He probably should have never been drafted to begin with. Ooh, ouch. Kyle Burning there. J.K. Dobbins or Golden Tate in a standard? I'll run with J.K. Dobbins in a standard. Choose two. Juju, Lockett, or Robinson? Allen Robinson, probably. That's Juju and A-Rob for me. T.Y. Hilton or Marquise Brown. Already did that one. Godare or Mark Andrews at tight end. That's always Mark Andrews. OBJ or Hilton. OBJ or Cup. OBJ. Hurst or Waller. Gage, Gurley, or David Johnson. Gonna go with I'll go Gage there for the upside. Trade Juju for Joshua Kelly. No, keep Juju. Do they ever answer here? What do you think we're doing right now? MVS or Galladay? MVS if Adams is out. Kittle or Diggs at the flex. Kittle's not playing this week. It's Diggs. Ketchup or mustard? I prefer ketchup. Did drop Gibson for Kelly? I'm okay with that, but wait until after this week and see what Gibson does. He's starting to get a little bit more work. Jonnu Smith or Mark Andrews? It's Mark Andrews for me. Trade Godwin for Juju. I'm keeping Godwin. Joshua Kelly or Robert Woods? In standard, I'll go Kelly, and PPR, I'll go with Woods. Mayo on French fries. I've tried it before. It's not bad. N'Keal Harry or Alan Lazard? It's Alan Lazard. Should I start Mixon? Yes. Or Hunt? I'm still going to go with Mixon there. Full PPR, it's a little bit closer with Hunt. Deontay Johnson or Gage at the flex? I'm going to go with Gage if Julio is out. Deontay Johnson if not. Lockett or Gurley? I'll go with Lockett. Slayton, Emmanuel Sanders, Gage, or Devonta Freeman in the flex standard? I'm going to go with Slayton there. Benching CEH for Singletary in a full PPR. It's hard for me to put CEH on the bench. AJ Green or OBJ in the flex? Gonna go with OBJ. Jake, are you still even there?
Yep, I'm here.
Are you just listening to me?
Yep, I'm just waiting to pick up where you leave off.
Guess what? Tagged in.
Okay, here we go. Tyler Schwartz. Julio's out. More than likely, maybe. Bobby Trees, Deontay Johnson, Gage, or CeeDee Lamb. Personally, I'm going to gamble with the upside of Deontay Johnson. Brandon Shores, DJ Moore against Hayward or Slayton. I think DJ Moore maybe has the safer floor, but the higher ceiling this week is Darius Slayton. That's who I would go with. Peter De La Cruz, full PPR. Running backs are Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs, Deion Lewis, and Devin Singletary. Trade Mark Andrews and Keenan Allen for Miles Sanders or Godwin straight up. Mark Andrews and Keenan Allen for Miles Sanders. I mean, as long as you're set with tight end and wide receiver, I have no problem making that trade. We just want to make sure you're deep there at wide receiver. Charlie Handsome, David Johnson, or McKinnon in a full flex, in a full PPR. I actually have McKinnon a little higher in a full PPR. Mark Andrews or Jonnu Smith? Still going to be Mark Andrews. Let's see here. Josh Smith, David Johnson, Josh Jacobs, Kenyon Drake, David Montgomery. Pick 3 can also Cam Newton or A-Rod at quarterback. Well, for quarterback, I have Cam one spot higher than A-Rod, so give me Cam at quarterback. Now, for the 3 running backs, I'm going to go with Jacobs, Drake, and Montgomery. Mark Cleveland, I have Eckler and Kelly. Do I try to trade one or keep both? Right now, I'm keeping both of them. They both have weekly value, and if one goes down, the other one skyrockets. Vilami Ukalifi, sorry if I mispronounced that. Flex 1, Judy, Gage, or Corey Davis in a half PPR. I'm going with Gage if Julio sits. James, wide receiver 2, Galladay or Woods. I'm going with Woods because Galladay's not healthy. Let's see, 2 flexes, Singletary or Joshua Kelly. I'm going to go, if I can only pick one, I'm going to go with Singletary. If this is PPR standard, I'll go Joshua Kelly. The recovery 716, Hilton, Galladay, Keenan Allen as my wide receiver 2. I'm going to go with Keenan Allen there. McKinnon or Mike Davis, and Cup or DJ Moore. PPR, thanks. This is for Dimp SWBC 23. Give me McKinnon over Mike Davis, and give me Cup over DJ Moore. Anna, I see you out there. Standard pick 2, McLaurin, OBJ, Hollywood, Hilton, and Woods. Being that this is a standard league, I'm going to go with McLaurin and Hollywood and hope for the big plays. TB, need a flex and wide receiver, half PPR. Gage, Marvin Jones, David Johnson, Pittman. Thank you. No, TB, thank you. So a flex and a wide receiver. Give me Gage and David Johnson there and hope for the best. Aiden Maghongrad. Sorry if I mispronounced that one too. Love y'all. Love y'all too. Let's see. Mark Ingram or Edelman at the flex in a 0.69 PPR league. That'll behave yourself. Give me Mark Ingram as a safer play in that type of league. It's some weird scoring if that's really the PPR scoring. That's awesome. Glenn Register, standard league, Cook or Goddard, or Godare, as Kyle would say. I'm going to go with Godare this week. The Ganimal, appreciate you. It says, hold on, it scrolled. The Ganimal. I'm coming back to you. Give me a second. I got to find it. There it is. Start less than 100% Galladay over Deontay Johnson, DJ Moore, Ridley, or Boyd. No, I'm not starting Galladay over any of those guys right there. Jonnu or Fant, give me Jonnu. Joe Bramblett, standard, pick 2. Julio Jones, Robert Woods, Hollywood Brown, Robbie Anderson. Then pick one of the remaining wide receivers or David Johnson or McKinnon. So in a standard league, I'm going to go with Robert Woods and Hollywood Brown. Pick one of the remaining wide receivers or David Johnson or McKinnon. In a standard league, I'll go with David Johnson there as my flex. Carlos Sanchez, half PPR, Ingram, Henderson, or Woods. Give me Ingram. DDG family, start Ertz or Jonnu Smith. Man, that's so close. I got Ertz maybe by one spot. Eduardo Trujillo, standard league for my flex. Josh Kelly, John Brown, or Russell Gage. Standard league, safest play right there is Josh Kelly. Jetty Koth, full PPR. Leonard Fournette, Mark Ingram, or Josh Kelly. Need to pick one. In a full PPR, Fournette and Ingram are super close. Give me Ingram by a hair. Eric Cruz, appreciate you. Trade, acquired Devonta Adams, Mark Andrews, and Keenan Allen for Kenyon Drake, DK Metcalf, and Dallas Goedert. I like how he spelled Goedert out too. I don't think I want to trade Kenyon Drake and DK Metcalf, to be honest. Now, I don't know. Man, you get a slight up. No, I'm not doing it because of an injury to Devonta Adams. I'm not going to trade for somebody who's hurt with guys that are producing right now on your bench. So I'd hold tight, Eric. Great Teams Alliance Entertainment,
right
full PPR. Huh?
Are you reading Super Chats?
Yeah.
Where are all these questions at?
I'm trust me, they're here.
I don't see any of them.
I'm not making it up, Kyle. Let's see here. Great Teams Alliance Entertainment, full PPR. Terry McLaurin, DJ Moore, Diggs, DK Metcalf, Robbie Anderson, Hollywood Brown. Start 2 and flex 1. It's going to be Terry McLaurin. It's going to be DJ Moore. And it's going to be DK Metcalf for me there. Mark DW, trade CMC and Keenan Cole for Jonathan Taylor. I mean, to be completely honest, I don't hate that whatsoever. You may be able to squeak out a little bit more. Try to see if you can get yourself a bench wide receiver if possible. Obi-Wan Kenobi, should I pick up Kerryon Johnson? If yes, who should I drop, Madison or Lindsey? No, I'm not picking up Kerryon. Excalibur Training, appreciate you out there for the donation. Gus A, 49ers defense or Tennessee's defense? Give me Tennessee's defense because nobody's healthy for San Francisco. Ryan Gata, hey fellas, got to fill 2 flex spots in a PPR. Fuller, Jones, Boyd, Gage, or Henry. Give me Boyd and Gage for those 2 spots right there. Cosmo, 85. Ingram, both Ingrams, Evan and Mark. Or Mike Williams at flex in a half PPR. I'm going with Mark Ingram there. Jackpot Jackson, start 4 out of the 6. Out of Gallup, MVS, John Brown, Julio, Corey Davis, or Chris Godwin. Being that we don't know about Julio as of right now, I'm going to sit MVS and Julio Jones, which sounds crazy to say that, but I just don't know how healthy he is as of right now. Robert, sit 1, Carson, CEH, or Josh Kelly. Hate to sit Josh Kelly, but he's my choice there to sit. Chris Montoya, if no Julio, pick 1.5 PPR. Marvin Jones or Brandon Cooks. Also thought on gambling on Wilson Jr. at my flex. To be completely honest, that gamble is just as much as the others. He may have somewhat of a slightly safer floor. Does Jeff Wilson Jr.? Out of what you have right now, though, I'm going with Marvin Jones. Start Matthew Berry or the fantasy football counselor. I'll start Matthew Berry every day of the week before that jackwagon. Let's see here. Juan Galvin. Kenny G on a limited snaps or Darius Slayton? Give me Darius Slayton there with Kenny's, status up in the air. Jose Hernandez. What's up, guys? What's going on, Jose? Just updated to the MVP. Love the content.
Yes.
Appreciate you. Thank you for your hard work. Need some help in a full PPR. Kenyon Drake, Mark Ingram, or Leonard Fournette. And then, so I guess I'm just need one of those, right? No, you can't just need one of them. How stacked are you, Jose? Full PPR, Drake, Ingram, and Fournette. Same league, Julio, Kenny G, or Gage. Well, out of the wide receivers, I'm going with Gage because we don't know about the status of Julio or Kenny G as of right now. For the other section, you got Drake, Ingram, and Fournette. I'm going to go with Drake if I have to only choose one. After that, I go Ingram, then Fournette. Andy Heinho. Sorry, Andy. I'm just going to call you Andy. Half PPR flex, pick one. Robbie Anderson, Deshaun Jackson, Anthony Miller. Give me Anthony Miller. My swollen taint.
There he is.
All he says is pee-pee poo-poo. Okay, got it. Gus A, Todd Gurley, or Anthony Miller at flex. I'm going to have to go with Anthony Miller in a great matchup this week. Todd Gurley got to worry about the Bears defense. Antonio Estevez, San Francisco rest of season. Or Superflex maybe. That's what it is. Superflex rest of season. Herbert or David Carr? David Carr doesn't play football anymore. Derek Carr has a good chance to be a solid quarterback here rest of the year. I really don't understand what they're saying in LA that Tyrod is still the starter when he comes back. I think Herbert actually keeps that job rest of year, but I've been one of the biggest Derek Carr supporters in a long time, so I'm going to go with Carr. Antonio Seja. Pick one in a standard. Hunt, Slayton, Cup, or Hollywood. Only one of them, Antonio? Dang it. How about I'm gonna go with Cooper Kupp there and cross my fingers. Austin Klein. What's going on, Austin? I see you out there. My running backs are Mixon, Sanders, Eckler, and Demont. My wide receivers are Boyd, Debo, Brown, and Robert Woods. Just traded Hunt and Will Fuller for Juju. You guys mind that trade? Hunt and Fuller for Juju, I don't hate because you still have Mixon, Sanders, Eckler, and Demont as your running backs, so I don't hate it whatsoever. Chaos. Made an error on my last message. Running backs, Aaron Jones, Mostert, David Johnson, and McKinnon. Do I start McKinnon over David in Standard? In Standard League, no. I still go towards David Johnson. If yes, do I start David over Traquan Smith? So it's no, you're starting David Johnson. David Perry, McLaurin, or Hollywood? I got McLaurin a couple spots higher. Nicholas Holmes. Okay, hookers. Wow. I've never been called that before. Perfect. Half PPR. Do I sit CEH and run Eckler and Kelly? No, probably not. I probably go with Eckler and CEH. Also, trade rate. I moved Mixon for Godwin. Solid at running back. Needed a wide receiver one. Thoughts? I mean, at least you got back a solid wide receiver one. So I don't hate it as long as you said you're stacked at running back.
You want to tag me in?
Yeah, go for it.
Go. Yes. Kenzel. Tijamo. This was a bad name to jump in on. I'm sorry. Fournette or Galladay in the flex. Going to go with Fournette. Just a dude, man. Kelly, Gibson, Jacobs, Fournette, McKinnon. I'm picking three of those. I'm going to go with Kelly, Jacobs, and Fournette in a full PPR. Oh, full PPR. McKinnon over Kelly then. Starting wide receivers are Ridley and Cup. John, Layton. Full PPR for the wide receiver 3, tight end, and flex. Gage, Mike Williams, Lazard, Gallup, or Tate. I'm going to go with Gage there. For your tight end, Higbee, Jonnu, or Fant. I've got Higbee a little bit higher. And then for the flex, I'm going to go with Lazard if Adams is out. If he's not, going to start Jay Smooth. J. Rue Gaming, full PPR. He's 0-2 right now. We're going to get you to 1 and 2. Started Minshew. Need a dub. Need one running back, 2, and 1 flex. Fournette, Kelly, McKinnon, Allen Lazard, Sanders, and Mike Williams. I'm going to go with Kelly and Fournette there. If it's a PPR, it is full PPR. Then it's McKinnon and Fournette. Emilio Castenda, CD, Melvin Sanders. For Jay Taylor, Diggs, I have Cooper. CD, I'm going to guess that's Corey Davis, Melvin Sanders. For Taylor and Diggs, I'll take Taylor and Diggs in that trade. It's X Chase 76. Pick 2, Evans, Woods, Keenan Allen, Cup, and Galladay. It's going to be Evans and Cup for me this week. King Coolin, need to make huge decisions. Full PPR, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and a flex between Odell, Edelman, Tyreek Hill, Hunt, Chubb, Henry, McKinnon, Melvin Gordon. Okay, so for 2 wide receivers, we're going OBJ and Tyreek Hill. For 2 running backs, we're going to go with Chubb and Henry. And then for our flex, we are going to go, if it's full PPR, it is We will go with, I'm going to still roll Hunt out there. I'm fine with starting Hunt and Chubb together in the same lineup. A little bit risky, but hey, that's how we win fantasy football matchups. New York punter, Smith or Hurst, ladies. It's Smith this week. Nico Van Emmerich throwing out a one dono. Appreciate it. A one bomb. And of course, it dropped all the way down. Jason Zach, Chubb or Fournette in a full PPR. Oh, Jason. Hashtag always Chubb. Buzz Shepardson, Cam Newton, Mark Ingram, and Devontae Parker. For Jonathan Taylor, yes. I'm already a yes. Jonathan Taylor, A.J. Brown, and Jimmy G, yes. Give me Jonathan Taylor and A.J. Brown. You have Dak and Josh Allen already. It's a 2 QB league. Get yourself some Jonathan Taylor and A.J. Brown. Ibrahim, Rother, Titans defense or Vikings? It's the Titans. Derek Just, CeeDee Lamb or Gallup in a full flex? Give me some CeeDee Lamb this week. Russ A, Russell Gage or Anthony Miller? It's Anthony Miller. Unless Julio is out, then it's Russell Gage. LJ, evening, fellas. What's going on? PPR, I need 2 wide receivers in a flex between Bobby Trees, Galladay, Boyd. He's even got the little mark over the top. Galladay, Boyd, and Joshua Kelly. Thanks as always. 2 wide receivers. I'm going to go with Bobby Trees. If you want to be safe, go ahead and go with Boyd over Galladay. And then for the flex, I'm good with Josh Kelly. Mark Cleveland, trade Gallup for Hollywood? Yes. The Ganimal, guy in a league, need wide receivers, just offered me Jay Taylor. He wants Ridley and Boyd in a PPR league. Other wide receivers are Galladay, DJ Moore, Deontay, and Brandon Cooks. Try to get more. You're trading Ridley and Boyd for Jonathan Taylor. That's going to depend on what your running backs are. If your running backs are not that good, then yes, try to get a small piece in return for that. If you can't, you're probably giving up a little bit too much right now. But again, it depends on your running backs. If you need running backs, I'm okay trying to make that deal work. Ahmed, Aiden, Standard League, Dobbins or Gage at the flex? It's Gage. Derek Just, CeeDee Lamb or Galax in a flex full PPR? That's CeeDee Lamb. Just a dude, man. Start John New over Jacobs, Fournette, or McKinnon? No. Nope. I'll start all those first. Give me the running backs and the volume. Mark Cleveland, trade Hollywood Brown for CeeDee Lamb? Absolutely not. Roosevelt, Gardner, Slayton, or Kelly and a flex full PPR? Give me some Darius Slayton this week. Boom, we're done. Caught up on Super Chats. All right, everybody, we'll see you. No, I'm kidding. We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere.
Man, that was a good 30 minutes of flow.
I'm a little lightheaded right now. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
We'll find out in a minute.
Yeah. Hopefully you don't pass out. I'm looking over here at the Headliners Club, and we still got 1,348 people here. We've been on for almost an hour and a half. So I want to remind people once again, our boy Taylor behind the scenes is making our Instagram like fire these days. We have him take it over. He runs it all. That Facebook, he's putting some awesome graphics out, some breaking news. He's also started to do a little Headliner Club Let It Flow to let you guys have a chance to make some quick decisions. So if you head over to our Instagram, make sure you follow us there and head over to our stories. And he's got all these types of polls set up for start-sit questions. Kind of get you guys in the let it flow mood. Also, just something fun. We'll start doing 15, 20 of those a week. Let people have a few days to vote. So make sure you head over to Instagram, follow it, and then go do a little bit of flow yourself.
Also, don't forget as well, Patreon, man. Patreon, we guarantee answers to all of your questions. If you are in the $10 or the $20 tier, either one, you can ask all of your questions and we'll answer all of them. Now, if you decide to go over and join on Patreon right now, it is the 26th, and Patreon always recharges on the 1st. So if you were to pay right now, you would also be charged on the 1st again. So just keep that in mind. If you want to do it, though, and you don't want to get charged twice, then just wait till next week. Go over to Patreon. The link to Patreon is always in the descriptions of our videos. Again, you get extra content, videos, weekly podcast, at least 3 articles a week right now, right? 3 extra articles a week, maybe 4. I can't remember for sure. Again, any extra videos that we do. I've done like game film breakdowns the last 2 weeks and posted them to Patreon. Those are a lot of fun to do. You get all of our answers. And then if you do the $20 MVP tier, then yes, you get all of Chris Kennedy's excellent DFS material. Okay. And he's been killing it over there. Lots and lots of good stuff. So again, keep Patreon in mind if you want.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Which one did we leave off on over here, Kyle?
We are on Vexo, the real one, Fortnite. Who do I flex? Fournette, AJ Green, Higbee, or Ertz? That's Fournette for me.
That's Fournette for me also.
Workman, Drake, Gurley, and Keenan Allen for Jacobs, Galladay, and Lindsey. I would want the Jacobs side.
I want the Jacobs, Galladay, and Lindsey side also.
Gabe Mendoza, Josh Allen, or Cam Newton?
Is it just, if we're talking about just this week, I got Josh Allen 2 spots lower than Cam. I got Cam higher.
Also, Julio Jones or Golden Tate?
I mean, Tate's going to be safer. I mean, we just don't know if Julio's going to play or not yet. It's looking not good. So I'm going to lean towards Tate, but you kind of have to watch the injury reports.
Derek Just, start Eckler and Kelly or Mike Davis in for one of those two. I've got Dalvin Cook as well.
I'm going with Eckler and Kelly over Mike Davis.
Dron Armstrong, sit one this week. Gallup, Hollywood, Brown, or Jay Brown?
I'll roll with double Browns and sit Gallup.
Melvin Aponte, Bobby Trees, Tyler Boyd, Russell Gage, Terry Smith, start 2.
Out of just those ones, I'll go with... Man. This is like right there on the line of just gambling on Robert Woods. If it's me, I'll go Robert Woods and Russell Gage.
Jay Smooth or Davis for the flex?
Give me Jay Smooth.
Galladay or C. Davis?
Right now, it's looking like Corey Davis because I don't know if Galladay's going to play.
Appreciate you, Melvin. Thanks so much. Chris Blumetti, start one in a standard league. T.Y. Hilton, Keenan Allen, C.D. Lamb.
Start one in a standard league.
Hilton, Allen, Lamb. He already has Hunter Henry playing. I don't think that really keeps me from starting Allen, though.
No, I think I still lean towards Keenan Allen with what do you call him? Herbert? Under center?
It'd be awesome if the Eagles would trade Carson Wentz for Herbert, so Herbert and Godare could always connect.
Wow. The Herbert-Godare connection?
Yes. The Ganimal. In regards to my other posts, Jay Taylor for Ridley Boyd. My running backs are Mixon, Jacob, Akers, and Gaskin.
So, I mean, you
could use them. Then you have 3 solid running backs.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to get Jonathan Taylor. I would just see if they would throw in like another bench wide receiver or somebody just to kind of sweeten it a little bit.
Yep. Even if you needed to add like Gaskin to it to get another wide receiver in return, I'd be fine with that. Jake WTW, full PPR, Will Fuller or Kareem Hunt in the flex. That's Hunt for me, easy.
Yeah, it is me too.
Brandon Brake played Minshew, Cole Parker, and Robinson on Thursday. Thoughts? Yeah, I mean, not the best, but it depends on the rest of your team. You still have a chance.
You have a
Anything
chance.
can happen on Sunday.
That's a lot to put on a Thursday night game. That's
a
lot, but I understand the thought process with it.
Fudgems lover.
Fudgems lover?
Fudgems lover. What do you think of Keenan Allen versus DJ Moore this week?
Like, if we had to pick one, I think Keenan Allen's a lot safer than DJ Moore.
Yeah.
I think DJ Moore's ceiling is higher because he could get peppered with targets with no CMC in that offense.
Yeah, I got Keenan Allen higher. Vexo, the real Fortnite. Appreciate you guys and your help throughout the years. As someone who used to suck at fantasy, it's nice being 2-0 with the most points for once. So that's awesome to hear. Glad to hear you're having a good season so far. Derek Just, I have the Cardinals defense, or do I change to the Chargers defense?
I probably lean towards...
I'm leaning towards the Chargers.
Yeah, just by a hair. It's close, but I think the Chargers have more playmakers on their side of the ball that can get possible turnovers.
LJ, got another one for you all. Half PPR, I got to choose between Brandon Cooks and Corey Davis. That's Corey Davis for me.
Yeah, it is.
And then Deontay Johnson or DJ Moore. That's DJ Moore for me. Whew.
Yeah, I agree. Man.
Whew.
Turtle 313, greetings from Austria in the house. What's going on? He says needs to sit one between Henry, Jacobs, Taylor, or Drake. First of all, you are stacked to have all of those. I don't want to sit any of them. Like, none of them. I guess if I had to, possibly sit Jacobs if you're worried about his hip. Not that I'm overly worried about it, but one of those guys is going to go off on your bench. Jacobs kind of, is the most risky, I guess you could say. Whew. Man, that was, we've been talking for an hour and a half straight. I'm glad I got some water still.
It's time for Headliners After Dark. Okay. So we're still gonna answer fantasy football questions, but this is where we like to chillax a little bit, slow it down a little bit. Okay. Ask us anything. A little AMA from the Headliners Club. What do you want to know? Do you need some dating tips?
Wow.
Is there another person in your life that you're wanting to ask out? Do you need... Never mind. I'm not going to say it.
Don't say that. Yeah,
I was going to say something else.
I think I knew where you were going. I was like, oh, Lord, here we go.
Anthony Cruz says, love y'all. Started Keelan Cole on Thursday. The current lineup is Big Ben, Josh Jacobs, Drake, Cooper, Jonnu Smith, Singletary. Swap Ertz and John Brown for the flex and tight end in a PPR. I've got Smith higher than Ertz, and I will flex Singletary over John Brown. So keep it as is. We're looking for upside. Since you started Cole, we need a little bit of upside. Stick with that. Daniel
Lee has a good question. He says, how or why did you guys start this channel? Great question. There's a lot of options out there for fantasy football, but I got bored. Like I used to be in the Headliners Club. Like I was the one watching the videos, and everything was monotone. Everything was boring. Everything was an hour long. It was just like after a while, I'm like, I'm getting bored. So I figured, you know what? I like to talk football with my boys. Why don't me and the boys just talk football with the camera on? And here we are. A few years later, 103,000 people.
We're
in the
here.
Headliners Club.
Hanging out.
That's right.
Chillaxing.
That's right.
Sean Thomas 111 says, Godare or Deshaun Jackson, Malcolm Brown or McKinnon. That's Godare and McKinnon for me. Harold Sedano, or it's Godare, not Herbert. Godare. PPR flex, Henderson, Corey Davis, or Hunter Henry. I'll go with Corey Davis.
Yeah. Which is crazy to say that here it is. We're talking about Corey Davis now as an option, but with no AJ Brown, he's stepped up, so it helps. What about Gus? He says Jonnu Smith or Tyler Higbee. How about both? We like them both.
Both. Get them in there.
Which one are you going to choose though, Kyle? Out of Jonnu or Tyler Higbee?
I have Higbee higher this week, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a smidge.
Just a smidge.
That's right. That's right.
Smidgen.
What else do we want to talk about here? Let me see if I have any other updates here real quick before I get into it, just to make sure we're not missing anything. What about, I've seen Ephraim say this a few times, hashtag fantasy football goats, Stafford or Tannehill. I have Tannehill a little bit higher as of right now. A few spots higher.
I'm sorry, I missed the question.
Why?
Mikey Mick wrote, don't go there, Kyle. Like, don't go there, Kyle.
Oh, wow. Mikey. Mike, I don't know if that was good or not, Mikey. That was on the verge of good. This is awesome. Do you guys really do live Saturday shows? New to the channel, Steve. We do this every Saturday night for about 2.5 hours or so. Just hop in here and answer questions and talk to everybody.
6 straight hours.
This isn't NFL Red Zone, Kyle. Go into the Octo Box.
That would be awesome if we ran Red Zone. It
Dude,
gets so many more views than it does right now.
I mean, it would be way less professional. We would have nicknames and sayings, and I wouldn't be mature enough to not make fun of things at times. I mean, yeah, it would be.
It would honestly be must-see TV every Saturday. Just 100%. I do. Okay, so I do want to talk about something real quick. I saw this brought up in the chat a few times.
Okay.
Yes. Falcons rookie cornerback AJ Terrell did test positive for COVID-19. Everybody has basically been sequestered. Everybody's test that came back today was negative. He is the only Falcons player or staff member that tested positive. I want everyone to keep that in mind. They have retested everybody again. They are coming back in tomorrow morning. So we should hear more tomorrow morning. Now, if no one tests positive again, we're good. We're moving on. If we start getting multiple tests, though, everyone's going to need to keep an eye on that game. I don't know what the plans are right now. I am not 100% sure if they would say, well, the Falcons are forfeiting it. I don't know if they would say we're going to push it back. I don't know if they're going to reschedule it. I don't know if they just won't play it and they'll go by winning percentage instead of, I don't know. Everyone just keep an eye on it. tomorrow morning. For right now, I believe everything's going to end up being just fine because everyone still had to follow procedures and things of that nature. They've caught this. If he tested positive for it, if anybody else had it right now, I would assume it probably would have popped up elsewhere. That's a pretty large locker room. So just keep an eye on it heading into tomorrow morning. That's all. I just want to touch base on it in case anyone else has questions. Devin, should you take Friday off for a long weekend or a Monday? I like taking a Friday off instead because I think it's harder to come back on a Tuesday than it is a Monday.
I like working 4/10s where I'm off Monday and then taking Friday off so I have 4 days off.
Victor says, hey, Jane and Kyle.
Jane? The hell? Jane? What?
Gus A, we already answered that one. Ray, Andrews or Higbee, and Henry or Eckler. Eckler? Did I just give him an extra letter in there? Eckler. It's
we have to choose a side?
Or Henry and Andrews for me.
I mean, how do you pick Henry and Andrews?
Because I think he's asking for his tight end, Andrews or Higbee, and then for his running back, Henry or Eckler.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of Hunter Henry. See, there's so many Henrys out there. I get them confused. So Andrews, and then, I mean, I got Henry as my running back 2 this week, so I'll probably lean towards Henry.
Dron Armstrong. Start Antonio Gibson, Nyheim Hines, Ronald Jones, Edmonds, or Williams from KC.
Not Williams.
I'll go with Gibson.
Yeah. Gibson has the highest snap share out of the group there, so give me Gibson.
The hot nickels. Gore or Wilson in a full PPR? Gore's the only one guaranteed volume.
Even though Wilson, I think, is going to touch it, man, how hard is it to choose anybody from the Jets, though? Like, nobody wants to play a Jet in fantasy football. Like, that's just like, oh, crap, I had to play a Jet. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not exciting. I mean, at least the 49ers have a good rushing attack. How good is it going to be without, all of their weapons? I mean, he's going to be kind of touchdown dependent. If it's me, I probably just gamble and go Wilson.
Aaron Mataski throwing out a 1 bomb. Appreciate it, Aaron. Derek Just, Godare or Schultz at tight end in a full PPR. That's Godare for me.
Yeah, Godare.
Isaiah popping in. Thanks, guy. Or the guys. One of these things. I don't know what that's called.
Hang loose or something?
Hang loose. Who's in the flex? Singletary or Gage? It's Singletary for me.
Yep.
If Jones is out, then I'm okay. I just called him Jones instead of Julio.
Yeah, I think we know what you meant.
If Julio's out, then I'll go with Gage if you want more upside. Risk taker 24, Robert Woods, Stephon Diggs, or CeeDee Lamb, pick 2, Diggs and Woods for me.
I agree.
Ibrahim, I have DK Metcalf, Cooper Kupp, Kenny Galladay. Pick 2 wide receivers to start in a standard, DK and Coop.
Yes.
Also, I have Josh Jacobs, Jonathan Taylor, and CEH as running back 1, 2, and flex. Love it. Gus A, I have Slayton, Corey Davis, and Higbee starting. Who should I put at the flex? Jonnu, Gage, or Miller?
I mean, part of me wants to put Anthony Miller there.
And full PPR.
Yeah, in a full PPR, that I lean towards Anthony Miller.
If Julio ends up being out, I'll switch it over to Gage.
Yep.
Isaiah's got another question. I've got Jacobs in the flex now, and Metcalf and Ridley as my wide receiver. Should I switch out Galladay for the flex or either of those wide receivers? Leave Galladay on the bench.
Yeah, for right now. I mean, if he says he's not 100%, he's really not 100%.
Alamo?
Yep.
Alamo?
Go with Alamo.
Is it Ali or Alla?
It says Alamo.
Alamo? Okay. In one PPR league full, or in one league full PPR, I need another wide receiver to play. Is it Marvin Jones or Fuller?
Both are gambles, right?
Yep.
Both of them are like boom or bust. So if I'm going to go boom or bust, I'm going to go with a guy like Will Fuller and cross my fingers.
In my other league, I need a flex. Fuller, Odell, Mixon, Hunt, or Fournette. What? It's definitely not Fuller.
I mean, it's between Odell and Mixon, but I'd probably have to lean towards Mixon.
Yeah. Ryan Cams, I'm trying to put a trade package together for JT. Do I trade Fournette in a package or David Johnson? I would give up Fournette before I gave up David Johnson.
Just look at the schedule for Fournette and the Texans. It's about to get a lot easier than what it was to start with.
Yeah, one more week of David Johnson having an off week, and we're going to get rolling. Oh, my God. We're going to talk about this in a second.
Yeah, I saw that.
Robert Williams picked 2 wide receivers in standard. OBJ, Kitty Galladay, Green, and Deontay Johnson.
Pick 2 in a standard. I'm going Deontay Johnson and Odell Beckham.
Robert Williams. Oh, okay. Isaiah, my running backs are Mixon and Gurley and Hunt. Should I put McKinnon or leave Hunt? I'm leaving Hunt.
I'm leaving Hunt in there also.
Gus A., you said to start both Smith and Higbee, which is why I'm asking, who do I start, Smith or Miller? So do you start Smith over Miller? I think in a full PPR, I'll roll with Miller. I think he's got a little bit more upside.
Yeah, I agree.
Scott Justin says, cool Ray-Bans, Kyle. I got the same once. Yeah, nice. Any chance you guys play Dak over Lamar? No.
Well, since you said that, my rankings as of right now has Dak number 3, Lamar number 4. Do I do that, though? My one question that I have for you is, why do you have both? Because you took Lamar Jackson probably in the 2nd or 3rd, and then you took Dak probably in around the 5th or 6th-ish, depending on league size. You could have gotten yourself more running back or wide receiver depth. I don't know why you got them both. I think Dak is safer this week, but how do you bench Lamar Jackson?
Isaiah again. Starting running backs are Chubb, Ingram, and Gurley with Golden Tate in the flex. Should I put in Boyd for Tate? Yes, Boyd over Tate.
Yes, absolutely put Boyd over Tate. Kyle, our boy Isaiah in here killing it.
Since y'all offered some dating advice, should I hit up my best friend's mom or second cousin Sally?
I didn't offer anything. Kyle offered. So Kyle gets to answer this one.
Risk taker, assuming, well, it depends on what state you're in, but I'm going to tell you it definitely should be your best friend's mom.
Over your second cousin Sally?
Yes.
Yeah.
Eduardo Trujillo. Half PPR flex. What?
It's Trujillo.
Eduardo
Trujillo.
Trujillo.
No, not like a helicopter. Like Trujillo.
I didn't say like an what?
You just said Hilo.
Like a helicopter?
Yeah.
I thought you said an elephant. I was like,
that's not what I said. Now you're just making crap.
All right, I'm sorry, Eduardo. Apparently I can't get your last name right. Half PPR flex, Todd Gurley, David Johnson, Tyler Boyd, or Will Fuller. Thanks, guys. Keep up the awesome work. Hashtag 100K. Thanks, Eduardo. David Johnson's a little bit safer than Todd Gurley. Nah.
They're about the same this week. They both have difficult matchups. If Julio sits, I would lean towards Gurley by a hair.
DJ 622. Diggs or Cup in a standard. I still got Cup higher.
Yep, in a standard league, yep.
Aaron Mataski throwing out a 5-bomb. Thanks so much, Aaron. Isaiah, again, my starting running backs in a 6-team are Sanders, Taylor, Eckler, and the flex. Should I put Chubb, Drake, or Jacobs in instead? What?
It's a 6-team.
Oh, it's a 16 league. Oh my God.
You're right.
If I were you, I would trade one of them. Try and trade Drake for somebody.
Just a wide receiver. Somebody.
Holy.
I love Sanders. I like Taylor, Eckler. Man, part of me.
I've got Taylor as my running back 5 this week.
I know. I have him as my number 7. So it's not like we're like way off here. Man, how do you choose? I kind of want to get Drake in there against Detroit, but I don't know who to sit. So I'm just going to roll with Sanders, Taylor, and Eckler.
Whew. Oh boy. Brandon Brake throwing out a 1-bomb. Appreciate it, Brandon. Ibrahim, Abdel, Kareem. Do I drop Marvin Jones and pick up Alshon Jeffrey since Rager is out for a while? Just wait. Just wait. Because Galladay's not 100% healthy either right now.
Yep. Just wait.
Devin Chakowski. Kyle, get the last name right. I got that one right. Rocky 1 or Rocky 2? I haven't seen either of them.
What? You've never seen Rocky?
I haven't.
You are...
Am I an awful human being?
You cannot recover from this.
I'm fired.
How have you...
I've seen bits and pieces of them, but I've never sat down and watched the whole thing all the way through.
Man, You're gonna have.
I have watched the 2 Creeds that have come out though. Those were good.
They're not as good as the Rockies.
I can't answer that question for you, Devin. Jake, Rocky 1 or Rocky 2?
I mean, when in doubt, you got to go with the original.
The original.
It's what started it all off.
Isaiah says, thanks for the talk tonight, fellas. I'm at a party.
What? Did you get invited?
Uber.
Whatever.
Home. Don't drink and drive.
That's right.
I just wanted to show love for the boys tonight. Might stop in for headliner gaming earlier. Ooh. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. Anthony Blake, standard. Gibson versus the Browns or 49ers, and Slayton. Give me some Slayton versus 49ers.
Yes, sir.
Vincent Perez, full PPR. I need 2. Kelly, Galladay, or Boyd. That's Kelly and Boyd for me.
Yep, with Galladay, questionable.
Brandon Brake, Fant or Anthony Miller in the flex. Give me Anthony Miller. I'm gonna mess this up.
Gucci Han, Louis Han.
Gucci Han, Louis Han.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, full PPR. Oh, it's a quarterback question, so that doesn't really matter. But anyway, Rodgers or Josh Allen?
I got Rodgers a couple spots higher.
And Navi Baines throwing out a 3 bomb. Appreciate that dono, man. Thanks.
I think it's funny. Our boy Phil in the blank in the chat here in the Headliner Club says we need to live show you watching Rocky.
Mason says, Kyle, you have homework. No Warzone tonight. You're gonna watch Rocky.
I mean, you got to watch Rocky. I said a long time ago that I hadn't seen Star Wars. I wasn't a big Star Wars guy.
People can't trust me anymore.
I mean, I just don't understand. I mean, Rocky, of all things, like that's like Eye of the Tiger, baby. You got to just, get the blood flowing. Hey, wait a second. Just because Kyle hasn't seen it doesn't mean you have to leave. I've seen it, so you can stay.
The views
I've seen them all. Yeah, I've seen them all. I haven't seen Star Wars, which I admit, but I've started to watch it. When my son watches them, I will sit there on the couch and watch it with him.
I didn't give you a hard time for it, though.
No, people did.
Other people did. I feel like Star Wars is probably a movie that is much more widely watched than what Rocky is.
Maybe, but I mean, I don't know.
Just saying.
Yeah. Kenneth
wants to know Mixon or Peyton Barber. I'm going to put Kenneth in timeout for asking that question.
Kenneth, come on. There's the limit, Kenneth.
Nixon, brah.
Chips Ahoy, Oreos, or Fudge Stripes from Stevie Wonders.
I do like some Oreos. They got to be like double stuffed, though.
I like double stuffed Oreos. I mean,
the mega stuffed is too much. Like the cookie's like falling apart.
I like those like, what do they call like the Chewy brand? What is that one called? Is it Chewy Chips Ahoy? Like the soft ones?
Yep.
What are the ones they were by Keebler a long time ago? Like the Toll House soft ones? Oh my gosh, I could devour those things. Isaiah said, "That's it. Give me Kyle's job."
Philly B, hey guys, in a half PPR, should I play Lamb or Singletary in the flex? Singletary for me.
Yep, I'm going Singletary.
What is that? Naive War Machine?
Where?
Ive.
Where am I looking? Oh my! Come on, Kyle. It's native.
Native War Machine. Okay, my bad. Injury report on Josh Jacobs. I
mean, I know that he sat out early in the week with the hip injury, but yes, Slim J, Keebler soft batch cookies. You totally got it in a red package. You were my hero. But as far as Jacobs goes, yeah, he sat out practices earlier, but he got a huge workload. They had the Monday night game. It's more rest than anything else. I'm not overly worried about it. As of right now, it looks like he's going to be good to go and fine for this weekend. We haven't had any other updates outside of that. I want me some cookies now.
Hold on a second.
Can I get some cookies?
Injury, we just talked about that. Tom Badgett in a full PPR. I need help. Juju, Cup, Slayton, and Julio pick 3. I need a win. I like all 3 of those guys so much. I'm fine with sitting Julio just in case.
Yep. And did we answer the second half of Natives where it says Deontay Johnson or McLaurin?
Oh, no, we did not. It's McLaurin for me.
It's McLaurin for me also.
Kevin Valdez, John Brown, Valdez Scantling, or Gallup need 2. That's Brown and VS for me if Adams is out.
Man, that's dangerously close to me wanting to take a chance on Michael Gallup and John Brown. Because I think Gallup and MVS both have the same boom or bust.
Giuseppe, what's going on, Giuseppe?
Going on, Giuseppe?
Hey guys, I was offered Gallup and a second for Cup. I want Cup. I'm not doing that.
Yep. No, I'd rather keep Cup.
Yep. Jose Hernandez, this is a dono for Kyle to watch Rocky. Rocky 4 is my fave. Also, for my previous question, Robinson was my other running back and full PPR flex. Woods, Fournette, or Ingram. I think Fournette has a little higher upside.
Yeah, Ingram's probably safer. Fournette's probably the higher upside.
Daniel Vasquez with the huge dono coming in. Thanks so much, Daniel. Hey, guys, congrats for the 100,000 subs. Wish you the very best. Thanks, Daniel. Really appreciate that. Derek can... Oh, there's that hiccup again.
Yep.
My bad. Whew. Derek, McKinnon, Chubb, Hunt, or Gurley. We are choosing 3 this week. Greetings from Mexico, Daniel. Greetings. Thanks so much for tuning
Viva
in.
la Mexico.
Derek and Chubb for sure.
Yes.
McKinnon, Hunt, or Gurley.
I think the next one I just probably roll with Kareem Hunt next. Is a safer play.
DJ 622. Do you guys hang out off camera too, or just on YouTube? Well, we don't live in the same state, so
we live 10 hours apart. So whenever the combine, I mean, like, you know, whenever we go to Indianapolis, if we can meet up there. We had plans to go to Vegas to the draft this year and all kinds of stuff that got, you know, pushed aside. But yeah, we don't live in the same state, so majority of the time it's YouTube or phone, like every day.
God. I'm getting messages on Discord right now telling me that I need to watch Rocky. Is Rocky on any streaming services right now that I can watch?
I'm sure it is. It has to be.
I don't think it is.
I'm sure.
Oh, man.
You can find it.
Yearbo throwing out a 5 bomb. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Joey Hubasang throwing out a 1 bomb. Thank you. Appreciate the dono. Josh, MHO, DJ Moore, CD Lamb, Deontay Johnson, McKinnon. Should I bench one to play Slayton? Yes. Slayton over CD Lamb. Josie, do you think Antonio Brown will return this year? Well, he had, what, an 8-game suspension?
Mm-hmm.
So if he does, it's not going to be until about halfway through the season.
Yeah, and I'm not going to count on it because he still
has other pending legal issues as far as I know.
Yeah, so it's going to be a big question even if he does come back.
Joey A, trade Hopkins for Henry. I have Chubb and Jacobs in a PPR. I mean, I always want those running backs, but it's really going to depend on what your other wide receivers are, to be honest. I mean, if you don't have like a true number 1 to replace Hopkins, I probably don't do it.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is I would hope that you would have more wide receiver depth because Hopkins is killing it. Whew. 2 hours. Chat is still flowing. 1,188 people watching. 1,181 likes. So if you haven't hit the like button, don't forget this is your reminder. Go follow us on Instagram. A lot of great stuff coming up there. Huh? Yeah, just give it a little clicky. A little clickaroo. What else do we got?
Yerbo says, Facebook. Which one to trade, Todd Gurley or David Johnson? I'm trading Gurley before Johnson.
Yeah, the only problem with that is right now isn't the best time to trade either one of them because they're coming off down weeks and their values are lower.
True.
I'd try to wait another week or two and hopefully that one of them has a good game that you can try to sell them higher.
Devin Jakowski says, Kyle, I'm sorry for getting you hit on Rocky.
Yeah, Devin.
Good job, Devin. I thought we were buddies.
Damn it, Devin. We're bringing back Damn it, Devin. That's what we're doing.
I forgot about that.
Hey, and also make sure
I'm messing up your last name next time.
Yeah. We're also, just so you guys know, for the 1,197 people watching, right behind me, I don't know if you can see it right here, is a DJ Moore autographed jersey. We're going to be giving that away here pretty soon. I don't even know what the stipulations are yet, but we're going to be giving that away. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Hit the subscribe button if you're interested. We'll find some cool and fun way to pick a winner for that. Any more headliners after dark questions, Kyle? Does anybody want anything to do other than just football? Or are we just going to stick with football?
Dating questions that don't pertain to your cousins?
Yeah, not passing on those. What about yes, if Julio Jones doesn't play, Russell Gage becomes a lot safer play. Should you trade Edelman for Kupp?
I'll take Kupp.
It depends. Are we talking dynasty? We're talking redraft. I'd like Kupp for the long haul. If this is full PPR, I kind of hedge towards Edelman just this year. Kind of some questions there, but I do like Kupp more long term.
Obi-Wan Kenobi says, asking again, sorry, missed it the first time. Should I pick up Kerryon Johnson? If yes, should I drop Phillip Lindsay or Alexander Madison? I probably hold both of those guys over KJ right now.
Yeah, because
KJ is essentially splitting work with two other running backs.
That's the whole thing, is he's got two people to worry about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not in a hurry to pick up Kerryon Johnson.
And he already has Chubb, Miles Sanders, and Fournette, so he's pretty good there. Millennium wants to know, would you trade John Brown and Higbee for Patrick Holmes? It really depends. It depends on who your quarterback is right now. It depends on the scoring. It depends on if it's super flex, 2 QB or 1 QB. Typically, I'm going to say no, I don't trade for quarterbacks. But, John Brown and Higbee might not be guys that you would actually be missing either. So it really depends. There's a lot of different things that could go into play there.
Yeah. D'Anthony said it was a standard league. If it's standard, then it's definitely Kupp from before.
Yeah.
Josh Simmons, what teams do you guys support? Kyle's a Lions fan. I'm a Cardinals fan. Please feel bad for both of us. Actually, sorry. The Cardinals are looking way better these days. So can't feel quite as sorry for me because Kyler Murray is the man.
Wait. Roger Wilco 91. Hey guys, I got engaged last month. Can you please shout out my fiance? Her name is Rachel. Love you guys. Love you, Roger. Rachel, you have found yourself one amazing person to spend the rest of your life with. Congratulations to both of you. And when do our invites come in the mail?
Rachel, can we have a real talk here for a second?
Let's talk.
Rachel, fantasy football is very important. Okay? I know there's going to be times. There's going to be times where he's just so involved in fantasy football. You're thinking in your head, man, I wish he just would back off a little bit. Just know, fantasy football is part of life. And this is a much better outlet for him to be involved in than some of the other things he could be getting himself into. So fantasy football, just let him enjoy it. And congratulations to both of you.
Yeah, he could be into crack, cocaine, porn, hookers.
Hookers. There could be so many other things.
Second question, do you all need a DJ? Because wouldn't you love to see old Swagrich up there?
Probably not. We probably wouldn't. You'd be busting out some, Adam Levine stuff. Just I don't even know what you're doing right now. It looks like you're about to jump in a pool. I'm totally lost.
Hands in the air.
Yeah, no. You are not Steve Aoki or whatever his name is.
I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, singing it.
Oh, wow.
Gonna let go.
Wow.
I wanna celebrate.
This is my life, people. This is
singing hell. Gonna let go.
I don't even know what's happening. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you had to witness that. Kyle is drunk. Kyle is not drunk, but this is what Kyle is sober. I would be terrified to see Kyle drunk.
Someone said I'm muted. Did I mute myself?
I tried to mute you myself, but it didn't work. Yeah. Anyway, that was that. Congratulations, you all can sleep easy tonight, knowing that you saw that.
Like it's dynamite.
Let's see here. All right. So what about? I don't even know where we left off now.
They said the mic cut out when I started beatboxing.
Perfect. Steve Trujillo. Hey guys, thanks for last week. I scored 230 points. That's a lot of points. Because of our help. Full PPR, Melvin Gordon or Hunt, and pick 2, Diggs, Deontay Johnson, Slayton, or Gallup. So first off, Melvin Gordon or Kareem Hunt in a full PPR, I'll probably lean towards Kareem Hunt by a hair. You agree? You disagree? Do you care? Do you just want to dance?
I'm lost.
Okay, perfect.
I don't know even where we're at right now.
I'll pick it up here. Pick 2 between Diggs, Deontay Johnson, Slayton, and Gallup. I'm going to go with Diggs and Slayton there for those choices there, Steve. Big dog. I'm starting Evans and Diggs, but I have Hollywood Brown, Kupp, Allen, Lamb on the bench. Do I need to replace one of my starters? No, I'm probably sticking with Evans and Diggs there. I mean, you got great options. Sucks to have some of them on the bench. Maybe you can package one of those guys for a bench running back. I would try to see what you could do. Jedi Koth, full PPR, Kupp, Gallup, Gage, Slayton. Who is the highest upside? I mean, right now, Darius Slayton, he produced against a Pittsburgh secondary. I would love to see him here this week going up in a matchup that is way more conducive to him having a big game. If Julio sits, Gage has some upside, but he gets more defensive attention. For me, it's a toss-up between Kupp and Slayton, and I'd probably lean towards Slayton slightly if you're looking for just high upside. Mason Tabora. Hey, Kyle, when are we jamming Warzone again? So that's between you guys.
Oh, Mason and I ran some games last night.
Well, there you go.
Sometime this week.
Yes. Would you guys trade James Robinson and Boyd for D. Johnson? I'm guessing it's David Johnson. And if it's David Johnson, probably not. I may just stick with James Robinson and Tyler Boyd. As of right now, you don't really gain a whole lot from that because James Robinson's legit himself. Obi-Wan Kenobi says that we rock. Thank you very much. We try to rock. Kyle was really rocking right now. Nico Van Hemert, Ingram or Goddard, however you want to say it, in half PPR. What do you think this week, Kyle? Ingram or Goddard?
I have Ingram higher.
Ingram, a little bit higher. Dylan Swain, if Galladay plays, should I take a chance on flexing him or stick with Joshua Kelly? Honestly, Joshua Kelly is probably going to be a little bit safer. Galladay coming out and saying that he's not healthy, that's something that we should all listen to because he's obviously not. MacGyver. Did you ever watch MacGyver, Kyle?
Yes. Maybe a rerun, but I don't remember anything about it.
That's okay. Congrats on 100,000 subs. Thank you very much. 2-0 so far and dropped 224 bomb last week with our help. That's what I'm talking about. What do you guys like this week in a full PPR? Jay Smooth or Tyler Higbee? Both.
Mm-hmm.
Which one are you going to choose, though, Kyle?
I have Higbee 1 spot, 2 spots higher.
2 spots higher. Robert Williams. I need to drop 1 for a kicker. Evan Ingram, Jonnu Smith, or Latavius Murray. He is an Alvin Kamara owner. So now he has to drop basically Ingram or Jonnu.
I'm keeping Jonnu.
You're going to keep Jonnu? I think I keep Jonnu, drop Ingram, pick up the kicker. Why don't you have a kicker already, though? It's the 3rd week of the season. What happened to the kicker that you had?
I like that. That's like a hard flex on your league. If you've been playing without a kicker, I'd love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it too, but that was my question. A year in the life of anxiety, Joe, 1 day at a time. Already asked you guys, but just wanted to know the why behind your answer. Full PPR, Eckler, McKinnon, Montgomery, Juju, Cooper, only 4 spots. So this had to relate to a earlier message. Full PPR was Eckler, Montgomery, Juju, Cooper, and McKinnon. Let's see here. So Eckler,
you have to sit 1. We were sitting McKinnon, right?
1, 2. Is there 1, 2, 3? There's 5 of them. 4, 5, and we can pick 4. So yeah, we sat McKinnon.
McKinnon's the only one there that hasn't had a solid job all season long, and I'm not just going to jump on the bandwagon and move away from these other guys because all of a sudden he might have the job this week because we don't know if Jeffrey Wilson's going to be used a lot or not. McKinnon could have a huge game. McKinnon could have 2 points.
Yep.
It's just I'm not going to roll away from other guys for that 1 week.
Yep, exactly. Let's see. Trent Huff. What up, guys? It's Hamburger Helper. Just changed name. Hamburger Helper. I remember that name, Hamburger Helper. Now he's Trent. Put a name with the Hamburger Helper face. Standard start 2. Kenny G, Keenan Allen, or Juju. With the wide receiver not picked, start him or Kareem Hunt at flex. So let's see. Standard and start 2. So Kenny G's probably not. So we're going to go with Keenan Allen and Juju. And that means we're going to go with Kenny G or Kareem Hunt at the flex, and we're going to go Kareem Hunt, correct? Kyle, are you with me? Okay. Just checking. Yeah, Kareem Hunt at the flex there. We're not going to play Galladay. We're just worried about him not being 100% healthy. Chris Blumetti. Arizona or Bucks defense this week. Congrats for the happy couple. Oh, yeah, happy couple before. Yes, absolutely. Congrats to them. So Chris Blumetti, Arizona or Tampa Bay. I'm going to go with Tampa Bay with no Drew Lock and no Cortland Sutton.
Go with Tampa Bay.
Cool. Alex Virgin. Full PPR flex. Singletary, Hunt, or Fournette? Is Thielen a safe choice for this week? Cousins has looked terrible the last 2 games. Well, Cousins looked okay week 1. Week 2, he looked like dog crap.
Cousins looked okay for 1 quarter in week 1.
A quarter and a half. So first question, though. Full PPR flex. Singletary, Hunt, or Fournette? Which one are you going with, Kyle?
Singletary.
Yep, I got Singletary with no Zach Moss is probably the safest choice there. Is Thielen safe? Is anybody safe is the question, because, I mean, it's fantasy football in 2020. Some strange crap is happening, but I don't mind Adam Thielen this week. I think he has a fairly safe floor. Giuseppe. What's going on, Giuseppe? Keep up the good work, guys. Appreciate it. 12 team 4-keeper PPR dynasty. You got all that? Perfect.
Yes.
Taylor, Sanders, Hopkins, and which 2 others to start week 3? Galladay, Kupp, Boyd, Deontay, or McKinnon?
Kupp and Deontay.
Yep, I was going to say Kupp and Deontay are going to be my 2 choices there.
Joaquin.
It's Joaquin. Presadio, I think. So he's got Allaire and Taylor as his starting running backs. Should I start Chubb or Deontay Johnson as my flex? I'm going with Chubb. Ridley and Thielen are the other wide receivers in his full PPR. Yeah, I'm definitely going with Chubb there and rocking with Ridley and Thielen over Deontay. Mini laser. It's like sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their foreheads. That's the first thing I thought of. Full PPR, Galladay, David Johnson, Kupp, Slayton, or T.Y. Also, Aaron Rodgers or Tannehill. I got Rodgers a little bit higher. So full PPR, Galladay, David Johnson, Kupp, Slayton, or T.Y. And I guess we can only choose one of them. So it's really, to me, coming down between Kupp, Slayton, or T.Y. Kupp is a little bit safer. Slayton, the higher upside boomer bust. Brendan Simonelli. I need to start one wide receiver, full PPR. Sims Jr., Scotty Miller, Mecole Hardman, or Brandon Ayuk. Is this where we go Steven Sims Jr.? Kyle? Yep. Got to go Steven Sims.
It looks like Kevin Johnson will end up being back. But how limited will he be? That's the question.
Yeah, and if he's limited at all, that only means good things for one Steven Sims. Logan Flasowski. Would you trade CMC for Eckler and Hopkins? Abso-freaking-lutely I would. In a heartbeat. Like, I would go click accept right now, Logan. Like, open up your app, click accept. Also, Fournette or McKinnon this week. I got Fournette higher. OBJ, Corey Davis, or CeeDee Lamb in a standard scoring. I got OBJ highest. Alan Sign. Do you rank each position by weekly or starting or season stats? What's the best site to look for in-depth stats? I've learned a lot. Keep up the good work. I mean, we use a lot of different sites. We'll use Pro Football Focus. We'll use Pro Football Reference. I've used Player Profiler before.
Next Gen Stats. I mean, just if you're looking just box scores, NFL.com, stuff like that.
Yep, absolutely. There's a ton of different outlets there to find all that information. Just takes a long time. Alpha Jerk says, I love the streams. So much fun stuff. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Joseph Gregorio. What are we booming?
He said, love the stream.
Oh, I was like, I thought I missed something. Hey, guys. Today I traded T.Y. Hilton and Darrell Henderson for Lockett. I don't hate it. It's a 14-team full PPR. My other starting receivers are Diggs, DJ Moore. Running backs are Eckler, Taylor. Did I win the trade? I'm not a huge fan of Darrell Henderson season long. So if we're pretty much going Lockett for Hilton, then yeah, I'll take that side of it all day long. Daniel Vasquez, appreciate you out there, says, hey guys, thanks for the help. Also, Kyle, I can't believe you haven't seen Rocky. Hope you can give those movies a try. Those are life-changing movies. That may be the beer talking. Yeah, we're going to get him to watch. It may be after the football season, but I'm going to make sure Kyle sits down and watches it. Exciples. Wide receiver and flex PPR, Kelly, Boyd, Brown, Gibson, Kupp, and Slayton. So we need to have 2 of those in a full PPR. Oh, man. Wide receiver and a flex in a full PPR. I'm going to go with Kupp. If you want to play it safe, you go Kelly, but otherwise I gamble and go Darius Slayton. Gucci Han, Louis Han, Mike Gallup, or Darius Slayton?
Darius Slayton.
Darius Slayton in a full PPR. Yes, agreed. Ray, Juju or McLaurin? Both. I like both this week. I still think that Juju's slightly safer.
Yep, McLaurin higher upside.
Yep. Frank A, flex position, CD, Corey Davis, or Devin Singletary? I'm
Give me
going
some
with
Devin.
Going with the running back, Devin Singletary. K. Kubalas. I have Chubb. That sounds like a personal statement. Taylor, Sanders, Kelly, and Fournette. Would like to offer the 0-2 McCaffrey owner a trade for Christian McCaffrey. Is Chubb too much to offer? Yes. Do not do that. Absolutely not. If you want to go after Christian McCaffrey, I totally understand. But I'm not giving up Chubb to do it. I'm not giving up Chubb.
The owner.
Yeah, lowball first. Because there's no guarantee CMC's coming back and going to be what he was before he got hurt. And then once again, Gucci Han, Louis Han. I need a wide receiver 2. Should I start Robert Woods, Gallup, or Slayton in a full PPR? Man, it's still going to be the high upside play there is Slayton. I mean, I like Slayton a lot this week in a full PPR, though I think Robert Woods has a little bit more safety. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
What have I missed? I'm answering all these questions, and I feel like I'm missing things.
Caleb Yarborough, thanks for the hard work and advice. Patreon is definitely worth it since you guys give such good advice. Thanks again for the work you guys put in. Appreciate it. Caleb, did you get Gucci on Louis Han again for his 2 wide receivers?
Was that Woods, Gallup, or Slayton?
I should start Robert Woods, Gallup, or Slayton. That is Woods and Slayton for me.
Woods and Slayton, yep.
Just call me Dom. Love the injury skit. Jake, I have Singletary, Montgomery, Gurley, and McKinnon. Which 3 do I play? Singletary and DMont 100%. If it is PPR, I'm okay going McKinnon over Gurley here.
Yeah, but if it's anything other than full PPR, I'd lean towards Gurley.
Mac Ferris, full PPR, pick 2, AJ Green. MVS, Naheem Hines, Steven Sims, Devonta Freeman. Great stuff. Love it. AJ Green and Steven Sims. If Adams is out, then go MVS at that point.
Right, I agree with that.
Mini Laser, full PPR, pick 1. Galladay, Mike Williams, or Lazard. Also pick 1 in a full PPR, Josh Kelly or Fournette or Boston Scott. For the running backs, it's Fournette for me. For the full PPR, if Adams is out, then it is Lazard. If Adams plays, I will go with Kenny Galladay. Kenny Wong, Woods, Montgomery, or Lamb. Montgomery for me.
Yep.
View on James Robinson the rest of the season. Ooh, baby Kenny. Your boy talked about James Robinson back in, what was that, May 1st that I dropped that article?
May 1st, yes.
May 1st. Yep. That's why Patreon's worth it, people. May 1st, I told you all about James Robinson. That's right. I like him. Good position. Great college profile. Absolutely dominated at Illinois State. It was the small school stigma that got him. Doesn't have quite the breakaway speed, but he can pound it up the middle. Austin 38. Love your videos, guys. Keep it up. Also, the fact that Jake sounds like Seth Rogen is amazing.
I don't sound like Seth Rogen.
I don't see it. I don't hear it. I don't see it. I don't get it.
Anybody who lives with me or is like known me or that talks to me or nobody sees it. But everybody that's never hung out with me, they all see it. And I don't get it.
Jake, even when you and I first started doing this together, people started bringing it up and I didn't even see it then.
Yeah. So I don't get it, but a lot of people say that.
Zane Olsen, sit 1. Eckler, James Conner, Thielen, OBJ, Edelman, Josh Kelly. Out of all of those, it's Kelly for me.
Probably.
I don't love it.
I don't like to do that though. He's pretty safe, but if you're starting Eckler, it's okay.
Melanator 420, flex, Malcolm Brown, Dallas Goedert, or Devonta Freeman. Give me some Go Dare.
That's right. Go Dare right there. Absolutely.
It is 11-13.
Yep.
Sony, I game on the console, PS4. Fournette or Edelman and a half. If you want to be safe, Fournette, Edelman and a half, though, don't mind it. What do we want to do? Do we want to tell the people what's up, or do we want to save it?
We can go ahead and do that.
Okay. So this is what's up, ladies and gentlemen. Jake and I got a little bit of a plan tonight. All right. There's still 1,100 people hanging out with us. First and foremost, thank you for spending your Saturday evenings with us. We truly do appreciate it. This is awesome that y'all are hanging out for this long. Jake, I remember live shows last year. We'd get up to maybe around 1,000 people, and then it would drop to like 600 by hour 2. And it would, we're pushing 1,600, and 1,100 people are sticking around for the entire freaking show. That's crazy. That's awesome.
I love it. I appreciate it also.
But anyway, so we have 1,100 people still hanging out right now. We want to keep the party going, though. Headliners Club. So what we are going to do, Jake and I are going to take a small break. Okay. Get some water, hit the bathroom because I got to pee. I've had to for a while now. Mm-hmm. Maybe grab a quick snack, very quick. And then we are going to take this party over to Headliner Gaming. If y'all don't know it, we do have a gaming channel that we started. What we would like you all to do, if you want to keep asking fantasy football questions, I'm going to play a little bit of Madden. Jake is going to be in the chat answering questions. I'm going to be on video. I'll be answering questions, and I will be streaming the gameplay. So if you want to stick around and head over to Headliner Gaming,
which looks like a red controller.
Yep, it's that one right there.
It's a red controller that says Headliner Gaming on it, and we're kind of asking for some help because we're trying to get this channel up and running. So if you want to come over there and help us out, talk some more football, this is where we're going to be going here right after our quick little intermission.
Yeah, we're still going to be answering fantasy football questions. I'll be answering them on stream while I'm playing the game. Jake's going to be in the chat. He's going to be typing out, answering questions, things like that. Lou wants a signed T-shirt. That's awesome.
You want me to sign it, Lou? I'll sign a T-shirt for you.
So we are going to take this party over to Headliner Gaming. Make sure you go over there and you subscribe to that. If all 1,100 of you came over, that would be so amazing. But if we could get at least a couple of hundred, Headliner, what could you do? What could you do?
I mean,
let's challenge them. Let's put a challenge to them. Here, I'm going to put, hold on. I'm going to give you all a link just a second.
I mean, I have an autographed DJ Moore jersey sitting behind me.
Oh, baby. Jake just said autographed DJ Moore jersey.
My earbuds came out.
Cavey, yeah, Jake and I are going to play some Madden live on stream here soon.
Autographed DJ Moore. Still in the plastic. What do you think, Kyle? If they head over to Headliner Gaming, they hit that subscribe button.
We're going to pick somebody.
We'll pick a random person, give away a DJ Moore jersey.
All right. I'm going to put a link in for everybody. Hold on. I'm going to pin it. Jake, can I pin it since you've already pinned one?
I didn't pin anything.
Don't you I thought you had the merchandise pinned.
Yeah, that's pinned.
Can I unpin it? I'm going to unpin it.
Do whatever you got to do, Kyle. Yeah, head over there, hit the subscribe button now. We'll go live here in just a few minutes. I'll be in the chat. Kyle will be playing Madden. We're going to be playing against each other here in the future. We got some big plans for that channel to have some more fun with you guys also. So head over there. Plus, it'll help us get that channel off the ground too. As you guys all know, football season ends at some point. Your boys here need something to do in the off season. So
it won't let me pin the comment. Can you do it?
Maybe.
It just says remove.
Yeah, no, I can't pin it either. It won't let me.
Yeah, you can. I just up above, there is a link to Headliner Gaming right there. Go hit that subscribe button. We're going to take off in a minute.
And then tell me, how do they win this, Kyle?
Hit that subscribe button.
How are we going to pick them?
Do we want to pick somebody tonight?
How about this? Okay. After you live stream a video, it actually uploads to the channel. Like, it actually saves to the channel. leave a comment on the posted video, and I'll pick a random person in the comment section to give away a DJ Moore jersey. But you got to go subscribe, like the chat, and hang out with us for a while.
Yeah, we're gonna do Madden tonight, but I do a lot of Warzone stuff as well. And not only that, we're gonna be playing in like a Warzone tournament on Wednesday with some of my buddies, so that's gonna be really exciting. We got a couple of super chats that just came in though. Devin Chakowski, Kyle, would you go Rocky 3 or Rocky 4? Yep, I did that. Devin, you're blocked. Mini Laser wants to know in a full PPR, Lazard or MVS. If Adams is out, then Lazard is the safer pick.
Yep. Agreed.
Michael, if you're already subbed to the channel, you can still win as well.
Yep, you just got to leave a comment on the video once it posts to the channel. When the live stream is over, the show will become available up on the channel. Go leave a comment on it.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. So everybody, if you're still watching right now, subscribe to Headliner Gaming. We'll be over there in like 10 or 15 minutes. Get ready, though. Bring your questions. Jake and I are still going to answer them. We're going to talk more football. All right. That's everybody right. Get ready for it. Jake, you want to roll us on out of here?
Yep. Absolutely. Appreciate all the support tonight. Had fun hanging out with you guys. We'll see you here in just a couple minutes. Head over there. Hit subscribe. You don't want to miss it. Have a good one.